Wait, how did we get here? Well, don't worry, we'll get there eventually. But hopefully this video will give you an idea of what happened in Vegas, which I assure you will not stay in Vegas. The 2026 Gamecat Meetup was the biggest and best one yet. Plus there was so much to do that I didn't even manage to do everything we had planned. But it was so much fun. I got to see familiar faces and met a bunch of cats for the first time. We hung out, went to eat, explored Meow Wolf, went to eat, saw stand-up comedy, went out to eat, hung out at Player One Arcade, went to eat, jumped off buildings, went to eat, and you'd better believe that I hit up the Starbucks in the lobby of our hotel every single day we were there, and the whole weekend was so much fun. I have literally hundreds of pictures and videos from everyone who attended, so here's my best attempt to compile it all into one somewhat digestible video. Plus the Parole board did a 3-hour Gamescast, and that's all included right here. So if you weren't able to make it to the meetup this year, hopefully this massive video will make you feel like you did. Enjoy.
Did you win? Yeah, I definitely won.
After touching down in Vegas on 0 sleep and finding out my room wasn't ready, a bunch of us headed down to the LVL UP Expo, only to learn that the line just to pick up our badges that we already bought was more than 2.5 hours long. And it was okay though. I had good company and we were surrounded by tons and tons of cosplayers that kept us entertained and guessing the whole time. And once we were inside, it was huge. There were games to play everywhere, vendors selling all kinds of art, Smash tournaments, wrestling matches, and just so much to do and see. Much as the LVL UP Expo gave us a place to hang out during the day, wander around and explore, Player One Bar gave us a place to hang out at night, drink, and eat hot dogs. It cost $10 to get in, but all the arcade machines here were free to play, and there were some real classics here. And considering that all of us are gamers, this was the perfect hangout spot, and most of our nights ended up here. Although Meow Wolf is just one attraction at Area 15, you could spend literally the whole day there if you wanted to. Half art installation, half detective mystery to solve. This place was filled with super trippy rooms to explore that mess with your senses, hidden passages, and some pretty deep lore if you wanted to take the time and figure out what happened.
So gonna happen.
Starting.
How's everyone doing? What up, DJ?
Are you gonna... Here, come here.
DJ Brian.
Took my finger.
Is that Brian? No. It's Miles to Right. Okay, climbing this with a rope while using the camera is tricky stuff. Oh. Hello, Brian. Hello, Miles.
Our hotel wasn't just a hotel. The lobby was packed with slot machines, restaurants, convenience stores, and it felt like a living, breathing city within itself. And while I was content to hang out on the ground floor, at least one of us decided to experience the Skyjump attraction, where you jump off the side of the hotel, while we all watched from the landing zone many stories below. And funny enough, when Miles landed on the ground and found out that the GoPro didn't record his jump, he opted to do it again. Anything for YouTube, right, Miles?
All right, Miles, you are recording. You ready to jump off the strat?
I'm ready. This is
Alright.
I cover VR games. This is just like VR.
Come a little closer to me, then we're gonna face the side for another photo.
Okay.
Go turn around.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, 1, 2, 3.
Turn back around.
Cool.
Hang out right there. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking of?
I'm thinking it's pretty high up and it's lovely weather.
Oh yeah. Both hands on the blue rail, facing that way. Put this one on your back.
Sure.
Guess like at least 10 meters, so I don't know.
No, you're good. Meters is good.
Good on. Back
You-
up is good. Restraint clear. Your right hand's gonna go on that red.
Okay.
Right hand's gonna go over this side on the other red.
Okay.
Toes on the yellow line, but wait for my count.
Oh my goodness.
A little more on the yellow for me. Once I say go, you're going to let go and lean forward. But the best way to jump is to jump out.
Jump out.
As far as you can. Here comes Miles. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ah! Whoa! This is amazing.
Our hotel was right off the strip, giving us easy access to pretty much anything we wanted. And there were hours where we just wandered, walking around, checking out the different hotels in the area, and just seeing the sights. But this doesn't even cover half of it. People found their own fun and went off on their own adventures, pretty much non-stop, which meant the group was splintered almost constantly, which was kinda nice. It gave me a chance to really hang out with more people one-on-one. So if you see pictures of AJ falling in a crater or Kill Artist and Scott hiking the Grand Canyon, well, that was all part of the Vegas meetup, well, for some people.
Lose the tooth, I'll throw it to the police guy.
They're not supposed to video with the live.
We must be over the rainbow.
Yeah, I'm at the top. I got me a seat at the top.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Dan. That's it. That's all you get. No, I'm Dan Cerebral Frost up on the Discord. Come play games with us.
Cool. Moving on. Hi.
Hey, Atomic Teapots. How you doing?
We just met just now. Like literally while people were watching.
Yep, that's
Hi.
right.
How you doing? Big Mike. There we go. All right. See, look how professional I am. I'm so good at this.
Hello, Random Toxin, the ubiquitous interstellar vagabond.
There are people further down the table that are like, I don't want to do this. Oh, it's nice to meet you. Fist bump that green dot. Oh yeah, fist bump to you. What's up, Woodward? How you doing?
What's going on there?
What's happening? We haven't seen each other since last year.
Right,
We just saw each other just now.
Right.
How you doing?
Good, man. You?
She's one of us.
Right.
Hey, get over here. Get over here. Wait, introduce yourself.
12th Tom.
Hi. Oops, sorry.
It's all good.
How you doing? Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Laura. I'm Pirate Wolf Girl. Woo! Yeah.
Right on. Archery and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures on the Discord.
Yeah.
Killed it.
I love killing it.
Awesome. Moving on. Haven't seen you since last year either.
Yeah, how are
Hi.
ya?
What's going on?
Hi.
Hi.
Game Hound.
Game Hound.
Yes.
Arr. Howdy.
Hi, I'm this guy next to me. I don't know anybody here. Love you though.
You will by the end of the day. We're all going to be best friends.
Hi, I'm Jeff Powell, Cat and Tonic Gamecat.
Look at this. This is a surprise. I didn't know he'd be so. Oh, sorry. Let's tilt it up. Didn't know he'd be so tall. Introduce yourself.
Oh, Stingray.
Hello. Yeah. Cool. All right.
By the time Sunday night rolled around, I was absolutely beat, having walked 4,000 miles at that point and fighting with my CPAP pretty much every night. So I might have been exhausted, but it was actually one of the few times where all 47 people who came to the meetup were actually in the same room at the same time, which made it pretty special. And of course, prior to the show, I was nervous and I had to give myself a pep talk in the hallway. So here's that little look behind the scenes.
That's the room. I left that in the capable hands of one of our moderators, Rhodey. So here I am. I just walked into the room, and I gotta say I'm kind of fucking blown away by the accommodations. They got a nice big table and a projector and all sorts of great stuff. If I had really thought about it and really thought that like maybe that this hotel has decent internet, which is so far has kind of been spotty for me, we would have tried to do this live. We've never done this live. Hey, say hi loud. Hey. And but we never tried to do this live. So I was like, oh, I'll just pre-record it. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pre-record this. So I am kind of pacing back and forth as I'm a little bit nervous. You guys know I don't get nervous doing Gamescast. That's like, I feel more natural doing Gamescast than anything else. So I get to sit alone in my apartment, and you guys are all just a bunch of names on a screen, and it's easy. But a lot of you guys showed up this year. A lot of you showed up this year, and there's a bunch of people in there. It's a nice room, nice people. They have some nice accommodations. It feels, it's a lot. This has been an emotional trip. The last 11 years have been an emotional trip. But these things are always like really special. They always mark another year having gone by, another year of the channel scraping by and surviving against all odds in an environment where VR doesn't matter, and no one cares about VR other than like our community and a few other small communities. You know, we're still here. We're still doing this. It's crazy, but it means a lot. It means a lot. Everybody who showed up, it means a lot. Everybody who has faith in me, in the channel, what we're doing. And I know it's just not feasible for most people to show up. So I know that this video that we're making right now, is the only way for you guys to participate in what we're doing. And it means so much to me that you care to tune in and watch this. Anyway, this is me just trying to calm my nerves a little bit before walking in there. Still waiting for Wes and Miles and AJ to show up. I just set up the video equipment, and it seems like everything's gonna be fine. It doesn't seem like, very, very basic setup for this. I will have my phone here on this selfie stick, to be able to film the crowd and all that, and hopefully do some viewer takeover questions, that kind of thing. And so we're gonna try to make it as great as possible. That also means it's gonna take like a week before you're gonna see it. But just know that a week ago, I was here in Vegas thinking about all of you. Let's check out this room.
That's actually what Nick was trying to do.
Tour.
So 2 years ago, it was just in this. Although I took
Yeah, certainly at this stage
No, actually my wife and I eloped. And we're still together.
That's it.
This is PSVR Gamescast Live. We film live every single Monday, Wednesday, and 2 Friday. And what day is today? Sunday?
Sunday.
What do we want to call this?
Vegas.
Vegas Sunday.
Yeah,
Poor guy Sunday.
Can you tell we didn't work on this at a time? Yeah. Monday, Wednesday, 2 Ice Friday, right here on YouTube. We do it live 6 p.m. Eastern. Oh, hey, it is 6 p.m. Eastern, even local time. How convenient. I swear I didn't pick that. Yeah, anyway, my name's Brian Paul from this channel right here without Parole. And this guy over here to my right, your left. I've got to figure that out. It's AJ from the Underground, PSVR, Underground.
What is up, Brian? What is up, Gamecat? Happy Vegas 2026. We out here. We made it. All of you, each and every one of you. Wow, no, there's a huge turnout, guys. It's amazing to see all of you guys, and so much to talk about. So I can't wait to get started. And thank you, Brian, for putting, for
being your mic stand.
For being my mic stand. Thank you, Rody, for helping us, like get all this together. Joe, who just got here, he's been traveling like 3 days to get here. Got here just in time. Miles, Wes, everybody who supported us, and everything to be out here, and each and every one of you, all 50 of you. There's a lot of you here. For coming out, taking the time out of your day to come spend time with us. It means a lot. It's getting really close with that, right? Yeah. It looks dusty. Like it's gonna make me sneeze.
It's even less comfortable for me.
Yeah. Okay, but no, really, thank you guys so much, man. I'm ready to do this.
And to my left, your right, it is Wes Dillon from Virtual Strangers.
I'll keep this brief as Brian has requested. Once again, you guys, best community on YouTube or anywhere else for that matter. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world. Thank you for allowing us to be here, because obviously we wouldn't be here without you all. And yeah, it's amazing. We've grown, double in size from last year. And
in my heart, 3 times.
No one said it was possible.
Yeah, it's not.
So yeah, it's been a blast. We've had some good fun since we've been here, and there's plenty more good times left to be had here in Vegas. And just thanks everyone, and very happy to be here.
And all the way down, at the end of the table.
I'll have to hold this for this.
Both of my hands are full. Sorry. My good buddy from another country is Miles Dyer from youtube.com/Miles.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate that. It's amazing to be here, and as has already been mentioned, the fact that it's grown the way it has compared to the previous years, which have always been amazing. They're a lot cozier being in a hotel lobby. That was just happened to be the case, and security were like, well, I guess this is what's happening here now. We're just gonna, and then he became our security, right? We had our own security guard. Yeah. No, this is amazing. And look, it's a real testament to the power of online community. We're all here because we have a common interest and love for VR gaming. But it's one thing to like a platform, but it's another to enjoy sharing these experiences with each other. And when people talk about things like, is VR dead, or are these issues, you just look at stuff like this, we really do care about it. And what we do online does translate into real world things, whether it's supporting games and allowing them to get developed, or even turning out to events like this. It's a real testament to everyone. So from the bottom of my heart, just massive thank you to everyone here. And to those that couldn't make it, we appreciate you too. And really excited for this episode.
Oh yeah. That's nice. Yeah. Yes, I think it goes without saying, but we don't want it to go without saying that we know that a lot of you traveled a long way to be here. We know that we couldn't be here without the support of all the cats in the GoFundMe. Just amazing amount of support. The fact that I would wake up over the last couple of days here in Vegas to see a notification from GoFundMe saying you blank donated $100 while you were sleeping. I'm like, fucking amazing. You know what I mean? Right? Without Parole is not a successful business by any stretch of the imagination. It is a failed business, but when you look at it as a passion project, that's a successful thing, right? It's a successful passion project that unfortunately is all of my income, but we're having a good time. This is the 11th year of the channel, so coming up on the 12th, and just couldn't be more thrilled that all of you. listen, I only traveled 6 hours to be here, which was a big step up from the year before and the year before that. But like, it was a pain in the butt. You know what I mean? It is. It's like you got to pack and you got to make sure you got everything you need and you got to make sure you have all your passes and passports and whatever it might be, right? And so many of you came from even further away than I did. Flew over oceans, dealt with immigrations, right? And the fact that you were willing to do that and willing to, risk life and limb to be here for this thing, it's just, I mean, I can't tell you how much that means to us. So thank you.
And beyond that, we continue to put into this through all the ups and downs of the industry and people left and right, as they always have been, declaring VR dead. It's not dead, and a big part of the reason it's not dead is because of you all. You continue to hold it up. You continue to champion it. When great games come out, you make noise. When shit games come out, you make even more noise. And as long as we keep doing that, we all know we're going to see the other side of this trough and any other that may come up in the future. So my deepest expressed gratitude to all of you for continuing the fight with us and keep it alive.
All right, so listen, we've been in Vegas for a couple days. We've been experiencing some of the things that I'm not using a microphone. This is so difficult. We've been experiencing some of the stuff that Vegas has to offer. So I figured we kick it off and we talk a little bit about what we've seen in Vegas so far, what you guys have seen in Vegas so far. Just because, for a lot of people who wanted to be here, this is the way they're going to experience this. So I want to make sure like we're descriptive and we talk about all the stuff that we've done. AJ, why don't you kick it off, man? Why don't you tell us some of the stuff you've been doing since you got here?
Okay. So this is actually my first time in Las Vegas. I'm based out of Atlanta, Georgia, and we have lots of mountains and trees, and it's been a really, really awesome experience. Just the landscape here. I mean, even if you just look out the window, there's this beautiful desert, beautiful mountains, and all this crazy terrain and rocks and all sorts of stuff. So the first thing I wanted to do was, before I came into town, got settled in, I went out to this place called, and I remember it now, it's Parump. And I know because I remember it by going, Parumpa-pump-pump. That's how I was able to finally memorize that. But went out there with my partner who came with me. She had some friends out there, and we met up with them, and they showed us. We drove into Death Valley, and I had quite. You guys know No Man's Sky is like one of my favorite games of all time. I love it for the exploration. And just discovering all these biomes and the flora and fauna, and I had like a real life kind of No Man's Sky like exploration experience that was I mean, honestly, all that training paid off because I found myself in some crazy situations, and my life support was getting low, and I found some carbon and some oxygen and recharged my technology, and got my spaceship fixed up and got out of there. No, but guys, if you haven't been, like, I highly recommend. I love, over the last years, I made a huge change in my life trying to, be out, go like outdoors a lot. I go hiking every Sunday, as I tell you guys, and go out there and just kind of see what's out there, and it's awesome. I do lots of it. I can't recommend enough. But went out to Death Valley. It was just jaw-dropping for just 2 hours straight. Just the mountains and the different amount of like biomes within just this 2 hour drive was amazing. And at the end of it, we saw a crater that we went to. I don't remember the name of the crater. It has a weird name. But I was a little bit late Friday getting in because we traveled down to the crater. I got tons of pictures and videos that I've been posting in the Discord that I want to share. But it was a super cool experience. just being in this like just something completely different than what I'm used to. We went to the bottom of the crater. We actually rolled around in it for fun, just across the ground. It was kind of like rolling across broken pottery, but it kind of hurt. But it was really, really cool. And then climbing up was so difficult. So we actually ended up getting stuck in this crater, and it took us about probably no jetpack.
You took it out of my mouth there, dude. He thought he would have that No Man's Sky jetpack down there with him. He doesn't have it.
No, my Starship launch fuel was too low, and there was no dihydrogen available. So, but we did end up climbing out after like an hour and a half. It was grueling, but then we made it back in town, and then met up with a bunch of people at this little restaurant and got to meet a bunch of you for the first time, and it was amazing. Got to see some new faces, some old ones that you know come out like almost every year. Got to meet a whole bunch of new people, and it's been so exciting. So I had a really, really awesome first day in Vegas that I got to experience.
Wait, that was just day one?
That was
What? Give me the fucking microphone. I went to a comedy club. We played some video games at Player One, and that's been it so far. There you go.
I got mine.
We gotta make up on time.
Well, first of all, could you imagine if AJ had not made it out of the crater? He just goes disappearing. 5 years from now, they find a skeleton with a beanie on. Anyways, I haven't done a ton either. I mean, we've done some shopping. Obviously, food. There's so much stuff to do here in terms of commerce. But we spent a lot of time at the Player One bar. We've been there each night, pretty much congregating at the end of the night, shaking hands, hugging, kissing babies, doing all that stuff. We did get out to an attraction yesterday, the Interstellar Arc. And I don't know if we want to go into all that right now. Maybe we can circle back around to it. But essentially, imagine a walking simulator. This is a VR attraction that I saw at the airport as soon as I got off the plane. World's largest VR attraction. So I went straight to the Discord
that you've
with
never
it.
heard of.
Yeah, that you've never heard of. But I don't know why I'd never heard of it. This thing was developed by Felix and Paul Studios. I think they did the Apollo thing, and on PSVR 1, they've done a ton of different VR apps and programs over the years. Anyways, imagine a set in space walking simulator, except it's not a simulator, you're actually walking. But we did that, and again, there's a lot.
Literal walking sim.
Yeah,
you put on a VR headset and you walk.
It's a walking. There's no sim. It's just walking.
Yeah.
But we can go into more detail about this if we have battery to in a minute.
Sure.
But there's a lot to talk about with it. But it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool experience. Really made me excited for where the medium is going. I think that 5 years from now on a newer headset, newer hardware, that something like that could be really impressive on people who don't play VR and people who do alike. So that was kind of the big thing we did. After that was over, we hung out in Area 15 for an hour or two, which is awesome. There's so much cool stuff there. I think we're going back tomorrow.
Yo. Literally, while you said Area 15, I just realized it's Area 51 backwards.
Yeah.
Just now. Listen, I've been tired. Give me a break. Go ahead. Keep talking.
No, well, I mean, that's pretty much it. Area 15's awesome. We're probably going to go back tomorrow. And, So, Miles, what have you been into, man?
That's cool. I definitely want to go on that VR walking.
Oh, yeah?
Without the sim. I've been to Las Vegas once, but it was about 17 years ago, so it's been a long time. It's been a while, and I'd say I've grown up since then, but that's questionable. But no, the last 3 or 4 years, Las Vegas has had a music festival called Sick New World, and the best way I can describe it is when you look at the lineup, it's just a single day. It's like one of those memes of like, what would your dream nostalgia lineup be? And it's just like loads of bands that you've grown up with, many of whom you didn't know they were even back together. And for some reason, I hadn't paid attention to this year's one, and it turned out landing in on Saturday morning at 10 a.m., it was yesterday, to that day, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to go. Now, Looper here, he was already going. Mad Vegan went, and I bought tickets like a couple of hours before going in, and tickets were not cheap. Mad Vegan managed to get a VIP ticket for cheaper from like Reddit. Like he won it, and you know, massive credit. But you know what? It was totally worth it. I didn't, because I was sort of packing, like unpacking and settling in. I didn't go until the evening because it started at 11 a.m. And there were just basically 4 bands. There were like 4 or 5 stages, but there were 2 main stages, green and purple. And the way it worked was that a band would be playing on purple stage while the green stage was being set up, which meant that as soon as one band finished, 5-10 minutes later, the next band went. And so got there about 6:30. Evanescence were playing, who I'd never seen before. It was amazing to see them perform. As soon as they finished, it was then Bring Me the Horizon, British metal band. I'd never actually seen them live. They were very British, and I wanted to turn around because all the Americans in the crowd were like mocking the accent and stuff and what they were saying, and I kind of wanted to say, we're not all like that, but that would have sounded extra British. So I kept it. Excuse me, I do find we don't all speak like that, actually. Bring the Horizon finished, and then it was Korn. Korn I'd seen 14 years ago when their album Untouchables came out, and I appreciate not everyone knows who Korn is or their albums. So that was great to see. Korn have always been titans in their class. It was great. And then finally, and this was the band that I've always wanted to see live, and they've been on a long hiatus. They've stopped writing music together, but they occasionally play music, and that's System of a Down. And it was the 25th anniversary of their album Toxicity, which was, I heard a bit of their debut album, but Toxicity, obviously Chop Suey and the song Toxicity. And I think in many ways was a political awakening for me as a young kid. They were amazing, really good fun. But what was really weird was they started this like laser show during it, and it looked like there's all this like water effects. No, the heavens opened in Nevada. It started pouring down, and I was like, "What is going on here?" It stopped in that, but it meant that we were Lupa and I were standing there from 6:30 p.m. till midnight. That's a long time, but it was a great time, and that was a great way to kick it off. And then today, been hanging out with all the Game Cats, and now we're here, and so looking forward to talking VR and playing lots of games and VR experiences as we do more in Las Vegas.
Yeah, you know, stuff like that always sucks in the moment with like the rain.
Yeah.
But it makes it memorable, right?
Oh, yeah,
like you'll be talking about that for years. And System of a Down, awesome live. I remember Toxicity came out in the wake of 9/11.
Yeah.
And it's very politically charged. So very much like you, I was in college at the time, and a big influence on me and my thinking politically. So super cool.
So now let's talk politics and religion.
All right. No. We also went to Meow Wolf today, and I'll be chopping this up and cutting to footage of everything that we've done. But we'll talk. Maybe if we have time, we can talk more about that later. We'll talk about some VR news. How about that? We'll talk about the stuff that actually brought us together in the first place. And I got to say, I think that you know what's really fun is that unlike what I do at home, I can wander. I can stand up. And I can take the microphone with me, and I can wander.
He's a wanderer.
I can say hi to you.
But his combat sucks.
Yeah, I can say hi to you, and say hi to you, and hey, what's up? Oh, hey, fist bump to you. There we go. What's up? Here you go. I'm just going to do the show from back here. Is everyone all right with that? Oh, hey, what's going on? All right, cool. So one of the things that we're really proud about, AJ, who's holding the camera, thank God you're returning the favor, is that the Gamecat Ops movement has been successful since before it even started, right? We saw the trailer for Unmourned. We said, that would be great in VR. And we ran over to the Discord of Unmourned developers, and we all, well, maybe some of you didn't because the movement hasn't really caught on like we needed to, but it's doing okay. We stormed the Discord. We said, your game would be great in VR. And they said, awesome. We thought that was the end of it. 3 months later, Unmourned VR appeared on the PlayStation Store to wishlist. You know who did that? We did that. And I think that's really fucking cool. AJ, you gonna walk with me still? We're gonna go in the hallway, let's go. No. And then this week, we got a demo. This week, thank you. For Unmourned VR. You want to just get extra steps and we can just do laps the entire time?
Let me start my fitness.
Has it not started saying yet? I think you're doing a workout.
The next lap number 2. No. So Unmourned VR demo came out, and oh yeah, all right, cool. Unmourned VR demo came out. And I was like, and this was like
while I'm trying to pack and leave for Vegas, I'm like, oh my god, like the Little Nightmares also came out. We'll get to that. But it was just like lots of stuff happening during the week that we're trying to leave, right? And so I figured I'd stream the demo. It wouldn't be a big deal. Probably be 20 minutes or something. It'd be fine. I was terrified. And you and I had played the flat screen demo for a show that we did not that long ago. And so this should all be fresh in my mind. Here I am terrified. And so listen, I don't want to bury the lead here. I think it's so cool that we made some noise and we got a flat screen game, into VR because of us, right? Can you give yourself a round of applause for that? Thank you.
This is exactly what I was talking about. I say that you all are working to hold up VR and PlayStation VR and keep it alive. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You guys are making such a tremendous difference, and you're enthusiastic about it. We don't have to beg you to do this stuff. We mention it, and you guys go enthusiastically. So it's amazing. You're amazing. Again,
these guys go. We need to work on the other guys. You know what I mean? Like we got 750 comments on the Resident Evil Requiem blog post. Usually those blog posts get 3 comments. Right, so that was a pretty good percentage increase. Based on new math, I think it's 72,000% increase. That's new math, though. Don't quote me on that. I don't know how it works. I'll figure it out. But so 750 is good. We need thousands. You know what I mean? We need to keep spreading the word. We need to keep building up this movement. But listen, let's talk about Unwarned VR demo. No, it's just us. Just us. All right, we'll just stay over here for now. Okay, what do you think?
It was pretty good. So we actually, like you said, we played the. This is really like weird, like holding this like this. Okay.
Yeah, hold it. I can hold it.
Yeah. So we did actually play this. First of all, really awesome that this was kind of the first Gamecat Ops game before there was a Gamecat Ops, where it was just. The impact that, like you said, you guys have been having where you're vocal about things. That's one of the main reasons I started doing this was to kind of like fight for those games that I really enjoyed that nobody else was talking about. I had nowhere else to talk about these kinds of games with anybody, and then also they would just have no support for them as well. So it's really awesome. It's almost like a grassroots style movement of supporting the creativity, the innovation, the technology, the evolution of all this. And but anyways, y'all know that already. But we played the flat screen demo. We talked about it. There's some cool mechanics about kind of like it's really stressful actually. It's like the game mechanics. I love these types of games where you don't have it's a horror game and it's truly a horrifying experience where you don't have guns, you don't have weapons, you're not Ghostbusters or whatever. It's like, no, you have like a flashlight and you have like a stress meter and like a sanity meter.
Wait, you got a flashlight?
No, I don't even think there was a flashlight. No, there wasn't even a flashlight.
No flashlight.
There's literally, the game mechanics are literally just kind of, it is like narrative driven. It tells a story about like, some haunted house basically and the history behind it. And there's some spooky ghosts that are stalking you. It does some really cool things where, like I said, the game mechanics, this is where I love like creativity in video games. It's not your, it's not your average like game mechanics. It's like your game mechanic is managing your sanity level by staying in the light, and it will like really mess with you where you go around, you're kind of exploring, uncovering more about the lore, and then you're flipping on the lights. You take 3 steps, and what happens? It goes tick, and the lights turn out, and you just instantly you feel it like your spine tingles and the hair on your arm stands up, and then you run back instantly, turn on the light again, and you have to kind of manage that, and it's just it's really really cool. It was the demo. The demo is really cool. I definitely would recommend checking it out. The one thing about it that I would say, it looked better, like image quality wise. Like it looked pretty good for like an indie title. Yeah. The one thing about it is I did have like some performance issues, like stuttering, frame rate. It's like I was like, man, this looks pretty good for an indie game. Oh, that's why, because because they're pushing it to the limit and it's not holding those frames.
And you and I played on Pro.
Yes, on a Pro.
And so like I had long stretches of time on the Pro where it ran at 90 frames native and it was like solid, right? But then you'd get to like entire areas where it just stutter, 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 stutter. On the Pro, we had comments almost immediately after saying, you guys must be on the Pro, because this thing stutters like crazy on the base PS5, right? So luckily, the developers are listening, and I'm very, very excited for them to, keep working on it, keep optimizing it, and see what happens. Again, and I hope that everybody kind of embraces this one, right? Just to say, 'cause what we do is we tell these developers, we're super interested in your game, please bring it to PSVR 2, right? But then we do need to actually show our support and buy it, right? Otherwise, this is like one of those failure stories. This is going to be another one of those underdogs stories, right? We don't want that. We don't want any more underdog stories, right? We want stories of underdogs, not stories about underdogs. No one knows what I'm talking about anymore.
No,
All right,
I'm just nodding and smiling.
That's for the best. Anyway, check
I
out.
know what you mean. We want this to be. We want developers to be successful. When we criticize games, when we criticize games or critique them in certain ways, it's because we care, right? It's always from a good place. Most of the time, most of the time.
Where's it coming from the other times?
Yeah,
Malice.
just yeah, but no, yeah, and we do tell developers to bring games to PSVR 2. We do have one of the most supportive communities out there for VR, but you have to bring a quality bird. We also like expect a certain level of quality, that console level experience, and things like these major technical issues that can pose problems like causing motion sickness, things like that. Like, yeah, we hope that the developers would take the feedback and say, hey, you guys got something really good here, not just iron out some of these kinks, and you got something really special here, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was just going to say on that, something that's really good about the PSVR 2 community and VR generally is people are much more attuned with like the technical specifications of what you want. I mean, just working in social media at Flat to VR Studios and Impact Reality, anytime we've got a game socials, all the game cats, and I know it's the game cats, are just saying, I really hope it has, the PS5 Pro patch, or I hope it runs at 90 native. And I'm just always smiling, going, these guys are just like unbearably awesome. But it gets listened to, and there are a lot of developers who are moving into the VR space where it is their first time perhaps developing for PSVR 2, and so not to take away from the amazing effort of championing and getting people to bring their games to PSVR 2, but that's the starting line. Like, that's the first bit. It's then ensuring that if they're looking into it, as people have been doing, is just keep reminding them, just saying, I just hope it has these features. Because there's a lot of times we play games and we're like, I've just been hit in the head. How is there no headset rumble? Like, that was such I always use the term missed opportunity. It's probably a polite British way of putting things. Such an F up to not have that in there. But it is really important. And then also, once games do come out, leaving ratings, giving feedback, especially if they're on things like Reddit. Something a lot, and I've mentioned this before, that we do a lot at Impact Reality with PR marketing, is there's a lot of training like clients with their games in terms of how to respond to feedback. The reason that we like to work as a social media team is you're the buffer between the developer and the online community, because when you're an independent developer and you've poured your heart and soul into a game and then you've got criticisms, you're going to get defensive. And I've had it in the past, and I'm sure many of us relate to this, where I'll play a game and there's issues and I'll report it to a developer and they'll say, well, I've never seen that before. No. And it's like, well, I'm literally giving you free feedback, and like I'm doing it because I like what you're doing here and I want to help. And so it just means that we have to lean even more into that, being constructive, being compassionate. Just think about the fact that, whatever, even if you think we all think we come with good intentions, even if you think you're being fair, just exaggerate that a bit more. Be a bit fairer than you normally would, because especially when you're doing it via text, you haven't got body language, you haven't got tone of voice, things often come across a lot harsher. And when people are in the heat of, getting a game over the line, it's been very stressful, maybe they've realised there's issues and they're trying to patch it before launch. Maybe at launch there's a issue and they're like, oh shit, we've got to fix it. It's incredibly stressful. And so it's just be compassionate and realise that we have a better opportunity than flat screen games, just because VR is very niche, and it means you can, in many circumstances, have a one-to-one conversation with these devs and help steer it. And you know what? It might not make that particular game if it's a game that you haven't particularly enjoyed, be one that you do end up enjoying, but it will inform them for everything they do from then on. And that's what we want to see, right? We want to see developers have a go at something, and if it's not quite right, we want them to have another go, because the next time they'll do it even better.
Did anybody here get to play Little Nightmares VR before heading over here? Just you? That's it? Listen, we're gonna talk to you in a second. Can I borrow that? I just want to make sure. Listen, I've been low on sleep since I got here. Okay, I'm not always thinking clearly or seeing clearly. But what the hell is going on right here? Does everyone else see this? Does everyone? I'm not alone, right? This is really happening. What?
What's happening, Brian?
All right.
What's happening?
I don't know. It's just a cat. It's just a cat. It's just a cat.
No, the best part was like Miles was talking about like we just have to have like compassion, and we just Miles was just going on. And he was like, we just have to be compassionate towards developers, be understanding, be vocal and everything. And I just slowly pan over to him, and he's just like nodding. He's like, yeah.
And it's not just the mask either. The same thing happened to me. I caught a glimpse of him. But he's like the best dressed cat in the room, right?
Good.
And besides all that, I thought it was the game cows now. Is it not the game cows?
No. I think we were cows temporarily, right?
It says
I go
meow, meow, not moo moo moo.
I still haven't got my shout out for the name change.
How about Monday? Does that work? We're not going to be home Monday, but still, we'll give it a shot.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I haven't played Little Nightmares yet. I did hear a little bit of feedback about it.
Yeah.
But it kind of released, I think, right as I was getting ready to leave. So I didn't get that. But yeah, final thoughts on Unmourned. It's pretty good, and it was scary. It definitely made me jump a couple times.
Yeah, I'm super hopeful for Unmourned. But yeah, listen, Little Nightmares, I had the opportunity to play it, buy it, download it right before leaving for Vegas. Fortunately, it was pretty short. It's like 2.5 hours, and then it takes me about 3 to 4 hours to do a Brian Bite after that, which it was just enough time before my Uber showed up to bring me to the airport. And so that's what I did the night before. But hold on a second. You know what? We're gonna go into the audience here. You're gonna stick with us. All right. So you played Little Nightmares.
Just before I came down here.
And I complained about the blinders. You can't take the hood down, and that there's no turning options other than click turning, or you can turn it in real life and punch your bookshelf. How much of a problem do you think those things are?
So the hood definitely is an annoyance at first, but I definitely got used to it because I was immersed in the game. Yeah. So I've played Little Nightmares 1, 2, and 3 flat screen. Obviously 1 and 2 are the best because the third one was a little different developer.
They got rid of Tarsi.
Yeah. So it was nice to see kind of the classic characters from the 1 and 2. So the hood, I knew that was going to be a thing, so I kind of anticipated it. So kind of going into it, I already knew it was going to be there. And it kind of went away after a while.
Yeah.
But it's an annoyance. Yeah.
And how do you normally turn in video games? Do you turn in real life? Do you use click turning, smooth turning?
That didn't bother me as much because I often will just turn my body. Okay. So it didn't bother me as much.
Ooh, you got a bigger game room than I do.
Yeah.
Awesome. You like the game?
I like this stuff. I'm only in chapter 2, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. It's only it's only about 5 chapters, I think,
but
total.
I like it's bringing back the characters from the other. Yeah. There's like the teacher. I don't want to give it away, but.
The teacher's in the game. Sorry, I'll take the blame to spoil it.
Some of the characters from the flat screen. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Pretty creepy. Did you find it scarier in VR?
I'm not fine. I like the perspective. That's what I found the most interesting. So you can't appreciate the perspective obviously on the flat screen, right? So you're actually looking up and seeing the perspective, and you're kind of small, climbing things. I didn't find it that scary. It's more immersive as far as the perspective. Yeah. That's my experience so far.
I'm glad you brought up the climbing. I was so surprised you can climb so much.
Yeah.
Climbing is great.
There's areas you can climb that you don't even need to climb. Because I was finding I was climbing, like, am I supposed to be climbing here? And then I would fall down and die.
Right. So no, I'm not supposed to be climbing here.
Right, exactly.
Right. All right, good. Thank you for filling in for everyone else.
Thank you, great. Scalpel Doc. Well, let the record show that Scalpel Doc is the honorary Little Nightmares representative for PSVR Underground. So thank you.
Sorry, one more question. Out of 3 paws, because that's how many cats have. How many paws would you rate it so far?
2 so far.
2 out of
Spot on. Nom nom nom.
I'd just like to say what a great example of what Miles was talking about a moment ago. You know, with all of us, we're all very vocal and we're used to giving feedback to developers. But a lot of times these developers are coming in and they don't have any prior VR developing experience. And that's not the case here exactly. But it's good for us to be mindful of that, because when we talk about things like smooth turning or forced blinders, to us, this is all like kindergarten stuff from years ago, right? But it isn't that obvious a lot of times to these developers. And then on top of that, it's a whole different world developing for PlayStation VR. There's a whole laundry list of stuff that PSVR gamers expect that these developers don't even think of, like platinum trophies, for example. And if you don't have your platinum trophy in there by a certain point, you're not getting it in there.
Little Nightmares does have a platinum, Brian.
Yeah. But no, this is exactly the sort of thing Miles was talking about. Like,
Super chat. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm done.
No.
I'm done.
It's not like we were getting bored or anything.
Yeah.
That's not what we meant to imply. I was just trying to get the next thing going. Next thing ready.
I was done. I was just wanting to put a stamp on what Miles said because I found it to be a good point.
Oh yeah. And listen, like I appreciate what they were trying to do with the blinders, trying to make you feel like you were Dark Six and like you had the hoodie on and everything like that. I know it would take a lot more work. Something we suggested on Gamescast, something that I think Avron VR Gamecat suggested as well in the after the review. Like, you really want to like lean into this thing. You really want to lean into it. Like, give us the option to grab that and like pull it back, or all the way down, and like in increase or decrease the amount of blinders that you have throughout the course of the game. If you want to do it, then fine, but make it immersive. Give us the ability to get rid of it.
Options.
Absolutely. Not sure, Brondo with the $5 tip says, for Tornado treats. She's going to be really happy. Right, we got a little skeleton version of Tornado right here.
She could use some treats, bro.
Yeah, I know. Got to get some meat on those bones. Right, for sure. Thank you. If you have any viewer takeover questions throughout the course of the show, don't feel the need to include cash in it, but feel free to write on a piece of paper and throw it at us, gently. Okay. AJ, you want to bring? You got the next topic?
Yeah, I mean, this has been a really, really exciting time in some ways. I know there's a lot of struggles in the games industry, and even more so for VR because it's smaller. But despite all the the struggles that have been happening, the massive amounts of news that we don't like to hear, there's also been some really awesome things happening on the platform. And one of those awesome things, guys, is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Is not even out yet, but there's been a public beta. Actually, there's been a beta that's not public, but if you own the game, you've been able to get access to play the beta and test out a Microsoft exclusive staple.
That feels pretty public.
That's public. That's pretty public.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, on PlayStation of all platforms.
How dare they gatekeep us and make us buy the game?
Yeah. But it's been really cool. I don't know how much you guys have all had a chance to play it.
I literally came out as I was flying out, so in a real plane. I wasn't flying it, just to be clear. I was a passenger. Can you be a passenger in Flight Sim?
Yeah, you can.
You can? Okay. All right.
So we had the walking simulator, which wasn't a simulator, and then Miles had the flight simulator, which wasn't a simulator.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a few hours in. Most, I think people saw most of what I played. Embarrassingly, right? I relied heavily on the chat to be like, Brian, pull the stick and do this, blah blah blah. Don't you know?
It's been nice seeing you do like streams again.
Yeah, well, And then after a few streams, people go, "Oh, this is why he doesn't stream, because he doesn't know how to play video games until about 7 hours in, right?" And so, I mean, it's true. Like, I really like. There's so many streamers out there that are just like good gamers. Like Miles is actually a phenomenal gamer, right? Which I didn't even know that when we started working together, right? And then we played Fortnite together, and I was like, I don't like playing with Miles. He's too good, right?
It's true. He stopped inviting me to things. He'd play offline.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I want a chance.
right? It's like you carried me too much. Oh, this thing is on. Sweet. This
Nice
is gonna be
background
so
music.
much fun.
I want to say too that a lot of those guys cheat. Like they practice, they beat the game before they even stream it, and they come and they play it off like it's their first time playing.
I do not do that.
I don't either. I don't.
I wish I had the time to do that.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm always gonna do the same thing. Like if I'm doing a first impression, I swear I just turned this off and it turns itself back on. There we go. It's my fault for trying to be funny. Like,
On your stream, Brian, it was good seeing you on the helicopter because there was a bit where you just kept rotating.
Oh my
and I'm not talking about the rotors.
Endless
You were
tilting.
rotating, and you were like, "How do I make this stop?" But you, how did that test your VR legs? Was that a real like I might have to take the headset off or?
You know, I'm fine.
No? Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any motion sickness from it either, but I have like really strong VR legs as well.
Yeah.
I don't typically get motion sickness.
But how's your frame rate when you're playing?
Yeah. So it's been a little spotty here and there. There's been some interesting things about Microsoft Flight Sim though. It's not just the hardware behind it. It's also because it's such a unique kind of game. Like I really think that this is one of the, like, long story short, like this is one of the coolest experiences I've ever had in VR, period, despite it having, you know, some technical issues with it a little bit for performance wise. Like there are some things you encounter like frame rate, like, you know, stuttering, but it's so ambitious in what it does, and it's really one of those things that makes you go like, wow, like this is really like pushing the envelope, and you know, pushing the technology to its, like, you know, fullest capabilities. It's just something really unique, and I'm so happy we have it. What was the question again? Because
I don't know. The last thing I heard you say was long story short, and then I just faded out for about 20 minutes.
I don't remember what I just there's like so much going
now
on.
You know
here.
how we all feel. Every time I say, "What did you do this weekend?"
I do have a question for you both.
Yeah.
Like as a reference point for those that haven't checked it out, like Aces of Thunder.
Yeah.
How does it look visually? And I know these are not the exact same game.
It's kind of apples and oranges.
Yeah.
But I mean, Aces of Thunder looks, on a technical level, it looks sharper. It's, you know, smoother. Aces actually was kind of a best case scenario.
Yeah.
How that came out. I mean, I've played that on a 4090 PC, and it looks better on the PS5. And I think that was even before I got my Pro. I want to say, maybe I did have the Pro. I don't know, but it looks better on my PS5 than it does like a very, very powerful PC rig, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, but it's different. You know, that's kind of what I was saying before, is Microsoft Flight Sim uses this kind of like photogrammetry and this, like, the way it does like the streaming of all the landscapes and everything in like kind of real time. It like renders it. It's crazy how cool it is. It's kind of like flying around like Google Maps or something, or Bing Maps.
It is exactly that. It uses data from Google Maps to.
I think it's Bing Maps. I don't know if there's a difference or whatever, but
Microsoft owns Bing.
Yeah.
So, so that makes sense. So yeah, it actually it uses real-time weather and environment data. So if you fly to London at 4 o'clock today and it's raining over there,
It's not raining. Sorry.
whatevs. But this is very different, not only from Aces of Thunder, but it's very different from Microsoft Flight Simulator 24 on PC. You know, with the PCs with the infinite hard drives and stuff, a lot of this stuff is more downloadable, right? You can have, like, was it like 8 gigabytes or something to download on PlayStation?
That is wild.
I think it was
6.666.
Yeah.
I wonder how I remembered that.
It's dozens and dozens on PC. So I thought that was very interesting that they had to switch completely the rendering tech just to bring this to PlayStation. And a lot of it is streamed in real time. And that, while it does make the game possible to run, it also introduces a lot of variance. Like it's not consistent. Like there will be times where it looks as good or better than PC, and then there are other times where it's a little bit blurry or has some, you know, frame rate issues or what have you. But it's a miracle of technology. It is a beta, like they're not even done with it yet.
Yeah.
So I think.
And you'd expect something like that. I mean, it usually has some long legs. It lasts. It gets updates over time. This is coming with update 20. But yeah, the difference is that Aces of Thunder, it's these, they're pretty good sized maps and everything, but Microsoft Flight Sim is literally the entire world, which is crazy. Like, you can go anywhere. Just think of anywhere. You could fly over this building we're in
Except
right
Antarctica.
Here. And you said
because it's a hoax. I'm just
Antarctica.
Raise your hand if you thought it was serious for just a second. Yeah, okay.
A couple of you.
Okay. We're all on the same page.
But yeah, I've spent about 20 hours with Microsoft Flight Sim. To me, it's one of the coolest things I've played since Gran Turismo 7, which I think is just like one of the reasons to own, this technology, this hardware is like, it is at this point, like as much as I love games, my time is becoming less and less, and I'm really searching for those huge like experiences, and this has just been like a really wild experience. And in the beta, it gives you access to most of the game. So I got to do all this really cool stuff, from like flying around, going out and doing scientific research, flying around a tornado and trying to keep it steady for the team to get like the data to study it or whatever, and then you have to come back and land, or going out and rescuing somebody, doing like a search and rescue and finding a hiker that's like lost in the woods, and you find their like smoke, their emergency smoke that they've done. But you know what I've done the most in this? Of the 20 hours I've been playing this, probably almost half of that has been just flying around Australia looking for kangaroos and taking pictures of them, because they have this new photography mode as well. And that's what makes this thing kind of cool. Aces of Thunder, game, through and through. This is very much a really like hardcore simulator, but that's the thing about 2024 is it's got some like gamey elements to it, and they're really good. Those missions are super cool. You do have to kind of like go through it's kind of like similar to the getting your license in Gran Turismo. It's like you want to kind of learn the basics of how to take off and stuff. But doing those missions are really cool once you get going, and they give you like a way to skip that. So if you don't want to sit there and learn, all about what the yoke is, or how many knots you need to be taking off, or what the flaps do, or anything, you can just press R1 and down, and it just takes you to the next sequence where you can just get right into the action. So there are some nice little shortcuts for it.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's great. While it's not really a game, it is a lot of fun, and they open up the options to the point where you can make it as simple as you want to be a passenger and it'll just fly you there, or you can make it super detailed. So like, I don't want to say that you can become a licensed pilot out of it, but it's pretty close. Like, you can learn all the fundamentals there and then go to pilot school and have a leg up. So it's an interesting app, and from what I hear, it's a lot of fun and very immersive.
What I'm excited for is the future of this game, right? Like, and I don't say that lightly. I know that like I had some issues trying to play. My internet is good, not great, right? And so I had a lot of frame rate issues here and there. Big open field, no problem. City, problem. And but I feel like I'm going to start looking forward to these city updates that they have. That they have as optional DLC, where like it sounds like it's going to actually download and put the city on your hard drive, right? So you're not streaming it in, so you can kind of fly over that entire thing and just check it out. And I feel like my entire hard drive at some point is going to be filled up with just Microsoft Flight Sim cities, right? And it's going to be a better and better experience with every city that we get. So I'm excited for that. I think that's going to be really great. But yeah, Aces of Thunder just looks amazing by comparison.
Yeah.
Right?
Time to pick up that 4 gigabyte Samsung internal hard drive, right? Or SSD.
Just quick, one last thing to say. Again, if you ever want to counter these arguments about is VR being taken seriously, is Sony supporting it, it's like Microsoft Xbox have taken one of their properties and have invested clearly significant resources in creating a version that is playable in VR, and it's like, that's incredible. And I've always felt that having these North Star titles, these things to look forward to, you only need 1 or 2 big titles a year, and we've been getting more than that on average since the PSVR 2's come out. So I think this is amazing, and it just shows you that there is continued support for it, even if at times we worry if there is. But.
Who dropped off the last tip? Jerryman with the $5. Thank you. Said, has anyone tried flying the drone vehicles in Microsoft Flight Sim? So fun.
I feel like I tried it on stream. Are these the ones that like you don't get to actually take off from? Like you get dropped?
Is that the same as the camera drone?
No, you can take off.
Okay.
You sit in
There's
the
okay.
but they're a lot easier to fly than like the helicopter.
Okay. No, I've done the there is a thing you can use, and it is pretty cool too. This uses the HOTAS support, which oh man, it always feels so good with the HOTAS, but you have to map the buttons. Also it was impressive that they use the orbs, and they've let you interact with like everything in there. Like that's crazy. That's usually I would have expected just, hey, you have the DualShock or DualSense controller, and you have the HOTAS, and the fact that they actually went in and you can interact with like every single one of these planes, I was like, wow, that's crazy. But no, the closest thing I've done is the camera drone, because I was trying to photograph kangaroos and elephants, and mostly just flying around looking for animals to take pictures of, because that's kind of what I like to do.
They don't do they give you a journal of like ticking them off, like how many animals?
There's challenges, like there's like challenge levels kind of, or there's like activities is what they call it.
That's awesome.
They have everything from like rally racing, which is really cool. The adrenaline junkies out there. They have the Red Bull racing. They have rally racing where you actually fly through like markers, and these are all like set locations that they use and for good reason, because they're like beautiful areas, and like one's like the Grand Canyon and like all sorts of things, but yeah, they give you, there's a lot of content there. You can go search for kangaroos, you can go search for elephants, bears. I was out in Antarctica taking pictures. Yeah, it does. Despite what some of the skeptics say, it does exist.
How did they get to you?
How did they get there?
And next, AJ is going to be telling us the world's round.
But yeah, there's like challenges, like you could. So again, one of the new features is you can actually get out on foot in Microsoft Flight Sim, which is crazy. It doesn't look great because this game, it's not designed. The levels are not designed to, kind of like walk around. Yeah, it's all satellite imaging. So it look from the sky, it can look breathtaking. You're like, wow, it looks so accurate. And then you get down there and it looks like an N64 game or something. Like it looks kind of wonky from up close, but
do they try to incorporate like Street View? I know that when you go into like Google Earth,
no,
not at
no,
all.
it's just straight, just satellite image, and whatever jank may falls. And but it's really cool with like I said, with the photography thing. It's like you can take pictures on foot. You get extra points. Maybe a group of the animals together. Maybe one with like their cubs or whatever. You get extra star. There's like 3-star ranking system, and then some are like at night or something, or at dawn, dusk, something. So it's really cool.
Are you responding to all my Tinder notifications? Just. All right. Hey, wait, AJ, you wanted to mention this?
Oh, this one, redacted.
Yeah.
No. So we've had a lot of developers come out here, and yeah, shout out to the developers that came out here and talked with us. I see some of them. I don't see others, but some of them brought some toys for us to play with. And we know that Flat to VR Studios. Brian and I know this studio very well. West of Miles, I'm not so sure.
That's all it is.
So it's this studio that they take flat screen games and they convert them to VR, and they make them feel like built from the ground up.
This is the short version.
That's smart, man.
And they have this program called the Spark Initiative, where they have like
the Spark Initiative. Hopefully Eric doesn't hit me. Is a much cooler name. Flat to VR Spark, Eric. We should have called it the Spark Initiative. That's a lot more mystique.
No,
yeah.
but for real, they're doing
God's work.
God's work, yeah. Thank you. Where they're doing our dream, which is like converting flat games to VR. And one of those is an early access in PC right now, and they brought it for us to play it, and we got to check out a little bit of Flat Out 4 VR total insanity, which we really, really, really want to come to PSVR 2. Like really, really want it. Like really, like really, it'd be really nice.
Yeah.
If it could come to PSVR 2. If only we had a room. If only we had a room full of people that we could corner them.
Yeah.
And
lock the door.
Lock the door. Someone get his hands. Someone get his feet. And sorry.
And if this room proves anything to us, if they bring it to PSVR 2, it'll sell at least 32 copies. Minimum.
But no, we got to check out Flat Out 4 VR running on the PC, the early access. So shout out, to Eric and the crew for letting us do that. And want to share some first impressions, just and beg that for it to come to PSVR 2. It'd be really cool. What did you think? Well, we had a couple technical issues at first, such as the way when it comes to PC gaming, you take.
No, I know not of what you speak.
Yeah. Well, I'm very familiar with it, and it takes a while. Like it's such a pain in the ass sometimes.
Can I just say it's really good you preface that by saying, and we're going to give you another reason why we want it to come to PSVR 2, because it's been really bad. We've played it, and actually we don't want it.
And just for the record, the technical issues they had was not with the game. It was the connection of the headset to the PC and
all the stuff that comes with PC gaming.
Typical PC
tinkering.
stuff.
Some tinkering was required. So we didn't get as much time as we would have liked, but I did get to spend a little bit of time. Brian, what did you think about your first little appetizer, little taste of Flat Out? And would you want to see it come to PSVR 2 after playing it?
Okay. Can I take the second part first?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely want it to come to PSVR 2. What I loved about it is sort of what I just kind of love about the genre of arcade racers, and that's that it's an arcade racer. Yeah. It's we have Gran Turismo 7 and it's amazing sim racer. On the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we have like Exo cars and Galaxy cars, and there's just nothing in the middle. Nothing in the middle. There's no like Ridge Racer, right? But this is much closer to the stuff that I grew up with, the stuff that like the racing games that I loved. I was Ridge Racer Revolution, Rage Racer, R4. Race, what was that one called? R4?
Yeah, and some of the other ones like Blur. Any Blur fans out there? Yeah, one guy. There we go.
Then I feel heavy metal.
This is why I do this. So there's two of us now, just like Jet Moto.
Yeah, he probably also likes Jet Moto.
Yeah. Blur, Motorstorm, those high octane, crazy arcade racers. You've been talking about it forever. We haven't had just a traditional arcade racer that we've gotten some other really good ones obviously, but not just that traditional one.
So the thing that genre brings is like I think more interesting tracks, right? Racing through like all sorts of more creative things. I did one. I'm not going to say that I understand like all the full content, the full breadth of content this game has to offer, but I did one, and it was just like it was great. It was like this back road country type thing with the gates and buildings and stuff, and I was terrible at it, so I started crashing into things, and like there was so much destruction. It was just like watching fences and parts of buildings and shit go flying, and I was like, this is great. I mean, I don't even care that I'm losing, right? Just because it was so much fun to just drive around and crash. It was this is what we need on PSVR 2, and I can only imagine, when I'm playing Galaxy Car, one hand on the wheel, one hand firing weapons. You know what I mean? Like I want to play this with a racing rig. So there's something about that.
Had you played Flat Out?
I had never played a Flat Out game before. Period.
Flat Out VRN. So that's another. It's another one of those things that really. The genre really helps bring the VR. Anybody who's played any kind of VR games knows that things like particle effects and environmental sound do so much to build that sense of immersion. In games like this, games in this genre, it just overloads you with dust flying and sparks flying and sounds of the brakes squealing. That's all just kind of incumbent to the game because of the genre that it's in and what it is. It also happens to be the sort of thing that really builds VR immersion. So it just makes it such a perfect fit, the genre and the game, for virtual reality.
So I have played Flat Out 4. This and the one that the Spark Initiative is doing is Flat Out 4, just converted to VR. It was really cool to see the cockpit view, like you're in the driver's seat. They've redesigned like the whole driver's seat, and you've got the hands like moving with the steering wheel and everything. And it looks good. The interiors look really nice. I'm gonna be straight honest with you, always. Like, calling it total insanity is pretty spot on, because this is not only an arcade racer, this is like a very chaotic, like, demolition derby mixed with a racer, and they didn't like soften that at all. It's legitimately like you start out and you're crashing into each other, and you're crashing it through barrels and all sorts of stuff, and this debris is like sticking on your windshield, and you'll be driving and you'll be taking a turn and somebody will just like nail you and you'll go flying and you'll roll, like, and you it doesn't go to third person. Like, when you crash, like, it just stays in there and you're like rolling in there. And it is definitely, I think the name is very fitting. But it was a lot of fun. It is a lot like Flat Out 4. So if you're familiar with Flat Out 4, it's very much that like same content that's there in that game, but it is like a fully fledged game, which is really cool. The other mode, the racing was really cool. I do feel like there is a big advantage of having that first person, view being inside of it, but you can switch to like third person as well. But that's no fun. It's all about the third person. I mean, the first person. But there's another mode that I got to try out too, which is the arena. And I know, there may only be two fans of what was the game I was talking about? What was the game we were talking? Blur. There may only be, but I know this, but I know that there's a lot more fans. I know there's many more fans of like Twisted Metal. Probably a lot more fans of Twisted Metal. I played the arena mode, which is like literally just demolition derby in a circular arena. There's multiple levels, but you're just crashing into each other. It's literally just demolition derby. Like destruction derby style. And that was really, really fun. So, and it was like the closest thing. I was like, this is the closest thing to that carnage that like Twisted Metal would give you. That was just very satisfying.
Didn't we both race in ice cream trucks?
Yeah. I picked that on purpose.
Cool.
Yeah. I picked that ice cream truck.
Very Twisted Metal.
Yeah, and you can customize like the look of it, and they all the cars have strengths and weaknesses. So it was really cool. And then also there's like the other stunt mode. So you've got with Flat Out 4, you've got the race modes, you've got the arena that's like battling. And destruction or demolition derby, and then you've got these like weird, just like kind of one-off weird modes where like you launch your driver like across as far as you can, things like that. So it would be really nice if this game could come to PSVR too. If Flat to VR, if you're out there and you're listening, if you're listening at all, it would be really, really nice. That's all I got to say about Flat Out VR. Cool stuff.
Cool. Can I read that before I say the next thing I'm going to say?
Oh yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah. Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a really good point to make.
It has wheel support.
Yeah, we're working on wheel support. These guys, their impressions are all of the game with using meta controllers. But you're not going to have to play with meta controllers if you don't want to, because we're working on getting the wheels. Thank you. Getting the wheels up and running, and hopefully that'll be ready.
One step closer. One step closer.
All right. Is there John Hibbins here? There he is. Come on up, John.
Oh, he jumped up fast.
Yeah. He's been waiting.
He's moving.
He's going to step over this. No, I'll move. All right. Take a seat, John.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the show.
All right.
This is my third time.
Is it? Yeah. For anyone who missed the last couple of times that John was on, John is owner, CEO, head developer?
CEO, game director,
Sci-Tech Games.
coder, everything.
and
We're tiny. I don't think people realise how small we are.
No.
It's like like Windlands 1 and Crystal Rift pretty much were mostly me and a small team. And even Windlands 2.
Here, John, you take that. You have that one.
Mostly me and people that I can beg, borrow, pay, hopefully,
steal
to work on it. Yeah.
And the most recent game you made was Titan Isles.
Apparently, I've got to give you crap about it.
What's
worrying about that is you told me to give you crap about it.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure how we unpack that, because you loved Windlands 2. And
it did. And I think I liked Windlands 1 even more.
Yeah. So I don't understand it, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
It's okay.
It's fine. Yeah, because there's a lot of fans. I think I'm very proud of Titan Isles, and it's incredibly... And honestly, I took the feedback quite constructively. It's like, I know, I mean, you got it wrong, but, you know. I took it constructively, because I think, you know, anybody that does a review has valid points from their perspective. So, yeah, I actually wrote down a very detailed list of the things you'd said, and I've tried to address them. I mean, fortunately, it's doing quite well. It's doing well enough that every 2 weeks I've been able to patch. So that's really good. Now, I put a whole bunch of new features in. And a lot of the things that you brought up, I've been able to address and make better. So, yeah.
Fantastic.
It's a good thing, really.
Tell us some of the things that you've improved since please. Like, I want to be clear. I did tell him to give me shit, because just like I've said this a million times on Gamescast and everywhere else, like the last thing I ever want without Parole to be is be like, oh, that's Brian Paul and that's his opinions and fuck him, right? Like, I am so curious every single time a game comes out. I want to hear everyone's opinion on it, and I don't think my opinion by any stretch is the be all end all. And so it's been great hearing from people. You told me yourself that the people who've been playing the most have hundreds of hours in this game, and so clearly, I got to be really on the low side of the review scores.
It's a different game. I mean, people that liked Windlands 2, there are some people that just don't like Titan Isles, because it's just a different game. I wanted to make it much more action-packed and like much more like Returnal, but in VR, but you know, with their own spin and history. And I wanted different suits, and it's like, it's not that sort of more, I don't know, cartoony experience. It's more high action, you know, and yeah, the people that love it really play it a lot. Like, they play the new game. I had to put new game in. I mean, are there any fans in the room? Anybody played it a lot in the room? Look, there you go. There's a whole bunch of hands went up.
The catches race is weird.
They play hundreds of hours, and I've had to feed that beast, which is not what I had to do with Windlands 2.
Yeah.
But I did know with Windlands 2 that we had an opportunity to make a game that was more replayable. So the fact everything's procedural and etc. So yeah, no, and I've spent tons of, like, the last patches have all been improvement, but an awful lot of new things. So, like, I think Blink was quite a weak character and didn't quite have everything we wanted as a vision. So, fortunately, we got eye tracking on the PlayStation. So I was able to implement eye tracking for gaze assessment, and eventually, and honestly, it was quite hard to do, we got the throw mechanic working, which was well after your release. So I'm really proud now that you can sort of look and throw, and I've got this new feature. It's not out yet, so it's a bit of an announcement here, but you can grab both discs now and throw them, and there's a line that forms in between them, so you can like cut multiple enemies at once, and that's really cool. And then I've given it more ability to wall run, and Blink's suit now can wall jump a lot more times.
Nice.
It's just, and most of that's actually me listening to people that do reviews like yourself and actually hearing what's wrong and what doesn't quite hit, and then I take that back and, you know, positively improve the game. And as long as people buy the game and the developer wants to do that, then I think you just end up with a better and better game. And it's a bit of a shame, really, like version 1 is where the review comes out, because like all games really should get a review at version 1.4 or something, because that's when they get good. It was just thought about Flight Simulator.
I feel like that's maybe when you should release it then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can be honest here. We ran out of money. Right? We're an indie company. Yeah. We put... it's really expensive to make games. I can tell you it was 1.25 million to make Titan Isles. Wow. Right, that was the whole budget, and we got to the line where it was like, we have to now earn money. Yep. And I think it was well budgeted. It was on time. If you were to look at it and the partners we work with, it was on time. It was well budgeted. It just got to the point where there was all these things that we wanted to do more of, which we had to get it out the door really. But I was proud of the day one. I actually think we didn't have very many bugs, and the game was well tested. We had a lot of feedback and circles on that. A little bit more difficult on PlayStation, honestly, because not everybody's got dev kit, which is a shame. I honestly think PlayStation should give you guys dev kit so you can test stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I won't bang on about it. We're carrying on building it, and the more people that buy it, great. We can do more. There's a couple of new features that are going to release very soon. As soon as I get back, actually, it is me. It's really me doing this. As soon as I get back, I'm going to. I've got a really good build that I'm going to start move into like quality assurance and then put out. There's a great group of beta testers and a lot of them from the PSVR 2 community that happen to have other headsets like PC headsets that can help us. So thank you to everybody that helps us with that. It's awesome. But yeah, we've had to feed the beast. So especially at the top end, there are a few people now with 500 or 600 hours, which is crazy.
Yeah, and you've given them incentive to keep playing, which is even crazier.
And it's a complete game in itself. I'm proud that you can play in a 30-minute session with a group of friends, and it's just an awesome experience. And yeah, so I've started working on the next game as well. It's more
You've started working on Windlands 3 already.
Well, I've thought about Windlands 3 deeply, but no, I don't think I want to make a Windlands 3 right now. This is a completely new game for us.
What was the first game on PSVR 1? What was that called?
Crystal Rift.
Yes, so Crystal Rift 2 would be nice. We got Crystal Rift fans here.
Thank you.
Would we buy Crystal Rift 2?
Yes.
All right, the cats have voted.
No, it was funny. On the plane, I was playing the new Vampire Crawlers.
Oh yeah.
And I met the devs a week before actually at an event, and
they gave you the license. And
I was like, this game you've literally made a dungeon crawler, a classic step forward, but with this new card mechanic. Oh, I wish I'd have known about that back then. But yeah, pretty cool. I really like dungeon crawlers. You would tempt me, but it's quite expensive to make games. So at the moment I'm prototyping mostly. I've actually got 10 games in my prototype list, but I know which ones are like the top ones, and there's one particular game that I've got the copyright trademarks and stuff on that it's a pretty big and ambitious game. And really, Titan Owls needs to do well. It's actually sold more this month than last month, so I think it's like a sleeper hit. I think it's, and the more I put into it, it seems to be maintaining that interest. So I want to release some. I don't want to say too much, but there's a survival mode that I really want to release, which would be a really cool thing. I want to experiment with some PvP stuff. Because I've done that with actually Windlands 2. Nobody knows this, but Windlands 2 actually had a full PvP thing. So we've tested it before. It was just too ambitious to try and pull it off. So yeah, there's a lot we want to do with Titan Owls. So yeah, and the ratings have been great. We're 97% on Steam and 4.8 on Quest, and even on PlayStation it was 4.7. So yeah, not everyone. Right. Not everyone, but you've got to take the hits with the highs, and it's awesome.
Well, thank you. I mean, thank you for taking my review in stride and listening to it and using it as the constructive feedback it was meant to be. I've had developers just be like, "Fuck you," and just never talk to me again after a bad review. But you have not treated me.
Well, I don't feel like I genuinely feel like if somebody gives you feedback, and there were a lot of things I have actually done. I mean, every time somebody gives me some feedback for an option in the game, like you were talking about HUDs, I actually do it. Which is ridiculous now because we've got options for all sorts of things. Like an unbelievable list I keep of all the things you've got to do for VR for the next game and stuff. But you can, just have an option for anything. If you've asked for it, you pretty much get it. Because I think I learned ages ago that VR is very custom to every individual. And there are a lot of accessibility things. We've got 20 languages translated. People, really weird languages as well. We supported quite a lot of languages I never thought we'd support. But most of that is because we get feedback from reviewers around the world. It's very popular in France. So these early on we got the French one and stuff. So yeah, I do everything I can for accessibility as well. Left-handed, right-handed, swapping hands over. The one thing people don't get right as well is the swapping the movement, even as though it's right-handed but with movement on the left hand. Some people are like that. So, and then obviously all the switches.
Nick, you're our resident left-handed person. How is the left-handed controls in Titan Owls? No comment. Moving.
I did not have an issue. I thought they were fine. As long as left-handed mode is not swap
sticks, I'm good.
You could do both. You do left-handed, right-handed, or auto, and you can swap the sticks. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, it's like, honestly, if a dev's listening, if you ever want a list of the things you should do for release, I've got this, like, it's 12 years now of building up the checklist of things you must do. And I think, if I shared it with you guys, I think you'd be quite shocked at the detail that goes into. And we use that as a checklist on everything. Yeah.
Who brought up who sent this tip? Mad Vegan says, with the $5, says Titan Isles is 30% off, and even cheap ass Mad Vegan just bought it.
Woo!
Cheap ass.
Go for it. Thank you, Mad Vegan. Thank you. That's awesome.
Good to know. 30% off the PlayStation Store. Do you have any idea when the sale ends?
It's caused me a headache. I can't launch in Japan and Asia because it's on sale at the moment. So it's awesome. It's on sale. Sony literally said, "I'm sorry, we can't put this live." So I was hoping to get the Japanese and the Asia version released, but I couldn't because of the sale. No, it's awesome to be able to do the sales. I'm always pleased when we get new. Thank you.
And you brought some stuff to give away while you're here.
We've got stuff.
This is super generous of you. I'm going to pull one of these out of the bag, and you can describe it.
Oh. So the music was written by Danai. The music for the game was written by Danai, who's an amazing musician. And one of the things that I'm most proud about, actually, is that we ended up with another OST. Windlands 2's got one as well, if you're not aware, but it's got 12 unique songs. And one of the things we do with all of our games is the final track is a fully sung orchestral song. So if you've ever got to the credits, you'll recognise what I'm talking about. And this one's pretty incredible. It has some amazing singers on it. So.
The soundtrack slaps.
Yeah, it's a really good soundtrack. You don't have to have this album. It's actually available on Spotify and, all your music, Apple Music and everything. So if you ever want to listen to the songs in their own. But the good thing about the album is in order to do an album, you have to master in a completely different way. I learned all this, by the way. It's the first time I've ever made an album. But you have to master the whole thing orchestrally and in a different way. So this is a limited edition. The disc. Do you want to take the disc out on the inside? Because it's really cool.
Whoever gets this one's
the limited edition. There were only a few hundred made, so they were one of the 200 each. And they were, but really proud of doing it, especially to see Danai's response, because it was the first vinyl she'd done. And bear in mind, she's worked for Disney. So limited edition.
It's my favourite colour too.
Yeah.
I love it.
So,
maybe you'll win one.
Yeah,
Can I win
maybe.
it?
I don't know. Is that cheating? We could.
Normally, at times it can't be related to anyone involved in the running the competition.
None of us can win.
You're all family. Sorry.
So yeah, very proud about doing this, and everybody that worked on the game got one, and they've got it mounted on their walls and things because they're really proud of what they've done on the game. So yeah, I brought a few along tonight to give out to the people in the crowd. So I don't know how we're going to do that.
Well, so. Throw them up, right?
You don't have to have a vinyl player, but it does work. But yeah, when you master for vinyl, it was fully. It's not like the game. If you mastered with like a full orchestra, the game would be overwhelming full orchestra. But when you master for listening to, this is properly mastered for vinyl, and sound is full orchestra.
The key art looks great on it.
Yeah, the key art was done by. In fact, we had so many famous people work on this. It was done by Status Effect, who are known for Sea of Thieves. So, and in fact, they did the concept art. It's hard to do VR because you can't quite push AAA on a Quest, which this does suffer a bit on. I'd have loved to have made a PC. I'd love it if PC was so big you could just do it for one. But yeah, we did have some really famous, and the actors are all from. Warhammer, and if you look, there's actually an IMDb page on the actors that we got. It's Warhammer, a lot of Baldur's Gate 3 actors, and yeah, so I'm really proud about that. For a tiny little micro indie that pretty much I had to scrap and save and beg people for the cash to make the game. Yeah, we're really proud of it.
So here, so I was planning on bringing a whole lot more stuff to give away, but my carry-on and my checked luggage bag ends up filling up very quickly. I had my zombie army helmet that I was like, I don't know where the fuck this is going to go. Right? Like, my apartment is too small for an entire square foot to be taken up by that. So I wanted to bring as much stuff as possible, but ran out of room to. So I brought some stuff, but not a lot. I think we should do a little Without Parole trivia, right? Maybe you guys have some.
Or drawing? Mine sounds easier. We can also do a drawing, but you have to head it up.
Am I hosting the trivia?
Are you hosting the trivia? I thought we could all like come up with some random questions to ask.
How many did I bring?
I think it's 8.
It's 8. Okay. That's cool. Whatever you want to do.
If you have any ideas, if you want to just do, have a number in your head, have somebody guess it.
Honestly, I've got no idea. Maybe there's people that really, really want it in the room. Well, it have to be people in the room because we're not going to ship them around the world.
We are not shipping around. Right?
So,
yeah, I learned that lesson a long time ago. You do giveaways. It's not a physical giveaway.
Well, I like what you do with the Guess the Games, but I don't know how you would do that in this room.
I didn't know if you knew a fact about the game that they could guess who has the closest number or something like that. But,
Oh.
Or you could do unrelated trivia.
Oh,
do Windlands trivia or Arcanage trivia or anything, you know.
There you
go. We could be here all day trying to work out what to do.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that.
It doesn't have to be all that.
I think Battle to the Death is probably going to be
probably Battle to the Death.
I'm starting to feel like AJ's raffle idea was a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
I wonder why I was thinking of it.
Let's do a raffle. Well, I tell you what. Why don't we not do it now? If everybody writes their name down who wants to try and win a copy, and we'll pull it out. We'll pull it out.
Yeah.
Can someone?
Yeah, let's do that.
Just like take around a pad and put 1, 2, 3, 4. Give everyone a number. We can just have a random number generator on the internet.
We'll work on that. We'll work on that. We weren't very well planned for that.
Or just write everybody's name down. We'll pull out of a hat. I mean, that's about as basic as it gets, right? No RNGs required.
One or the other. Just make sure you're on the same page.
I don't trust RNGs anyway.
We don't want one person doing numbers and the other one doing names.
Miles, I think it's okay if you put your name in. It's fine.
Yeah, I think we're gonna let Miles enter.
No, I won't.
I'll just buy one. You're gonna put them up for sale.
Limited edition.
I was also very happy that some of Wes, you liked Titan House a lot.
I like it.
Yeah.
I would say there's probably only one or two other titles that came out last year that are in the class with it. I thought Titan House was great and one of the best games that came out last year.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Awesome.
For the first time, we won Game of the Year as well.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Absolutely shout out to that. Yeah, I've never won a Game of the Year. We've got second in almost everything we've ever entered. All right, well, I'm going to hand back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for doing this.
Give John a round of applause, everybody. Sorry, all right, looks like Rhodey is heading up the. Of
course.
Fantastic. All right. While you guys are writing, you got any? We don't want to jump into like end the show here before we have to. Are there viewer takeover questions that we should address before moving on?
Oh no.
We also haven't talked about like level up.
Yeah, I mean we're talking about some of it a little bit here and there. More than happy to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about.
Did anyone else have questions? You don't have to throw money.
Yeah. Money, cash not required. We just want to make this as interactive as possible.
Interactive
We've
chat.
lost attention.
Hey, somebody should do that.
It's like an interactive chat.
Somebody should run with that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true. What do you got going on? What did I bring? It's a good question. So here's the funny thing. Well, I know what I didn't bring, and it was far more than I did bring. But yeah, the funny thing is I had and I still have it in the room, I guess. I was just looking for it during the show. I was like this, when they sent us green LVR stuff, they like gave us this like rucksack, and it was like, and it had all sorts of crap in it, like a green hell thermos and like all sorts of stuff. And so this is my carry-on. This is my carry-on, and my plan, I hadn't traveled in so long. My plan was to, get rid of as much stuff as possible here, and like go home way lighter than I showed up, and then that way I'm like, I won't even need a bag. I won't even need a carry-on. and so I can get rid of this. And as it turns out, I had a lot to learn about flying because I hadn't flown in 10 years. And apparently I need to bring that back home with me because I can't check my laptop. I didn't know that. I can't check my camera. I didn't know that.
No.
Yeah, this is stuff I learned literally days
So
ago.
this is a Green Help backpack. So do you have to open it like completely open every time you put one thing in it? And then when you want to take one thing out, you have to spread it all out and take it out?
That is how it works.
All right.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, did everybody that wanted to, did you guys all enter your into the drawing? Anybody?
Last chance.
Last chance. Okay.
Okay.
So how many copies?
I think there's 8. So let's just do one at a time to make sure we don't give away too many.
Okay. You said 8? There's 6.
There's 6 copies.
There's 3 copies.
I think this is also what happened with the Iron Guard Salvation giveaway that I haven't chosen the winners
Let's
yet.
pick a name. They can come up and collect it.
Do we want to do this after?
No, let's do it now. Let's do it now.
Do one at a time, and they can come pick up the. Yeah.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
You want to hold and I'll pick?
Drum roll.
Okay. Yeah. So if you don't win, it's Brian's fault.
Oh, I don't like this anymore.
Okay.
Dude, that's kind of weird looking.
Come on, AJ.
All right. Whoa.
Whoa. I'm so sorry. I was trying not to look.
Oh my goodness.
First winner is
Scalpel Dog. I hope I am chosen. I have the platinum.
You got the platinum?
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's awesome. I played a lot of this game. I played a lot of hours. I have the plat.
You got the platinum for all the collectibles.
Wow.
Oh, that is a lot of collectibles.
Getting the platinum in Titan Isles is like some Nick Mulo dedication.
Yeah.
You don't see that every day.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
All right. For the second one. Drum roll.
Dude, this time I'll hold it back and you pull.
Okay.
Dude, it's so weird when he does that.
I'm not drum
I
rolling
want to see
again.
the shot from that camera.
I'm gonna zoom in. Don't worry.
All right. For the second one, Miles.
Oh.
Sci-fi Gamecat Henry.
Henry.
This is great. This is
Rusty.
a great thing. This is a great thing, Sue.
I agree.
There we go.
All right. So this is how you sell more copies.
Yeah. Selling copies one vinyl at a time.
One vinyl at a time.
You're gonna pick this sample.
Yes, sir.
I'll read this one. And the award goes to Jeff Cat plus Tonic.
And that is a shirt. That is a shirt.
Wow, look at that neon cat.
That is a Vegas shirt if I saw one.
Double fist and brewskis. Hell yeah.
Just before the draw.
Oh, nice one.
Lucky shirt.
Met this dude yesterday. Found out his family is from where I live.
Oh, really?
Incredibly.
Nice.
He's never been there, but it's like his family.
All right, we have one left.
Am I picking one? Let me just slip my name in.
But then pass the name to me.
Yeah.
Amy S.
Amy's. Which Amy?
There we go.
Oh, you're leaving? Drive safe.
Bye. Everyone say bye, Dan. Love
See you next year.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being awesome.
All right. We still have more. I was just kidding.
Yes.
All right. So who's drawing now? How many more do we have?
I'll draw this one and you can read it.
Sure.
Okay, get a hold the bag up for me. Make sure it's just one. It's just making sure it's just one. It's just one? It's just one? I think it's just one. Go ahead.
It's just one. Just one fix. Chris James, Ryan Gecko.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
That's badass swag.
You need another one?
Oh yeah. Okay. Zeus, I'll pick this one. Thank you. It'll be a good one, I know it.
It feels like a good one.
Laura, Pirate Wolf.
You like me, you really, really like me. Okay, I'm gonna buy this game too.
There's 2 copies sold.
This is such an interesting sales strategy.
It's a really hard way to go about this, John. If you need some marketing help, impact,
Yeah, give away some, do paid DLC and give away free keys.
All right.
Here we go. I'm gonna pass this to Miles to read.
Well. Rondo.
Does that say Rondo? I'm not sure.
So, actually, I think I'm gonna gift this to Scott. Wow. Because Scott was not allowed into the Oak experience yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was rejected, and the cats don't like being rejected. Oh
Man. We don't like it, but we sure are used to it. Also,
that's awesome, brother. Just another example.
Here. Hold, I know there's one more. I know there's one more, and we're gonna do the one more. You can start doing it. You start the drum roll for all I care. But I need to borrow this for just a moment, and just because I didn't think I'd ever see anything quite like this. We got here. Before I even got here, I saw a picture of this. Can I see the tattoo?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What? It is real.
Literally got the Without Parole tattoo.
Nice.
Not a small version of the logo, a giant version of the logo on his arm, and it looks incredible.
It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
It looks so good. I want the exact same one in the exact same place. So hopefully next year we'll match. Thank you so much.
And now he's gonna get in Titan Isles too.
Brian, while you're at it, Brian, D, get a shot of your tattoo.
Wait, what's your tattoo?
D got a Vegas tattoo as well. Not that one.
Not a Gamecat tattoo,
No.
but
I feel like I'm
a tattoo
Where were
of a
you looking?
Gamecat.
on the wrist.
Do I need to? I don't need to turn around.
So, good friend of ours in the community and everything, VR Spry guy, passed away last year. Really good guy. So, yeah, I can't.
He would probably be here if he were here, and he probably is here. So, yeah. Happy birthday, Spry Guy.
I would say that's been kind of a crazy thing about this whole community, right? Is that like we celebrate the wins together, but we've also had some serious losses over the last few years, and just knowing that you guys are all, you identify with that, you feel that, and it's something we all. It's I don't know how to say it properly, but it's a little bit of trauma bonding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but at least we all recognize it. We all feel it. So, yeah. Sorry, I thought that was supposed to go. That was supposed to go differently, but here. Thank you. One more. I'm pulling it.
Yeah.
Okay. No, not that one. No, not that one. Ooh, this one feels sticky.
That's AJ's fault.
All right, I'm going to read it. I pulled it. I'm going to read it. Future Bassmaster! There he is.
I love that shirt.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, well, thank you, John, for bringing those. That's super cool.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Thanks for being here, bro.
Yeah, and thank you for being here as well.
And there's a million wristbands. If you haven't gotten a wristband yet, make sure you grab them. There's a bunch on the table. If they're not on the table, I still have like another 100 back in the hotel room. I think I explained to everybody how that happened, but story for another time. We had so many Vegas experiences since we've gotten here, and we brushed through a few of them right off the bat. We dwelled on a few others a little longer. I do want to say we went to Meow Wolf today, and I thought Meow Wolf was incredible. I just loved the installation. I had no idea what to expect, other than having played Walkabout. Right, so I knew it was going to be trippy. I knew it was going to be kind of crazy, but I didn't actually know in what way. And honestly, I should have listened to Wes, because Wes said plan on being there all day. And when I got there, like, I wasn't hungover, right? But I felt it. I was very tired, and just it had been a long couple of days, and so I wasn't ready to like dive into all the lore that it offered, or get dive into the app and really just like embrace the entire thing. So I sort of walked through and treated it as like an audio visual experience, which even just as that, I thought was very cool, right? But after about 3 hours of that, you've sort of seen it, right? And I thought it was great. But man, I wish that I had done what you said, and just taken an entire day and said, all right, sit down and get a desk when you first get there, and then you start like interacting with all the different computers, and just, I mean, really, you could spend a whole day there, and there's like a mystery to solve.
Yep.
And the more time you spend, the more lore you unlock, the more videos you find, and it's absolutely crazy.
It's so deep.
Next year, if I, or maybe not next year, but the next time I'm here or at a Meow Wolf, I'm going to make sure I have an entire day to spend there.
Yeah, next time let's solve it. But even so, like the only time I've ever been there, actually went with Walkabout Mini Golf when they launched that. Yeah. They're the ones that hosted us, and it was very much like that for me. Like, I kind of delved a little bit into the clues and lore a little bit, but we had when I went with the group, they all kind of left after a few hours, so it was largely a audiovisual experience for me as well. But that's amazing though. Like, some of it's like optical illusions. Like things changing in front of your eyes as if you're in a game or something, but you're not. It's just them playing with lights and different things to make it.
Yeah, the first place they started you out in the grocery store, it felt a lot like being in a VR game.
Yeah.
Where it's like, this is like a grocery store, but like you look at the items, and some of them are called like Larry, and like and some of them were, there was like a bunch of stuff. There was like, I can't even remember what it was. It was like a bunch of like weird like
canned air.
Yeah, canned air. No, there was dehydrated water. I think it felt like being like Job Simulator or something. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And it just
emergency clams.
And for anyone who hasn't done it, like, I mean, it's just like it actually felt like they had they were checking your QR codes or your tickets as you walk in, and then they just kind of like leave you there.
Yeah.
And I'm looking around and I'm like, so they just left us in like a gift shop, like, because everything was for sale. You could actually buy pretty much everything on the shelves, and it was a convenience store. But then as you start exploring, you open one of the freezer doors, and it's just a passageway, like a crazy passageway, and there's like, what the fuck? And you start exploring, and you just and then you end up in all sorts of different crazy places, and the app is telling you like where you are and what you're doing, and it's just a mess. And it's like the game started, and you didn't know the game had started, which is kind of like the game with Michael Douglas. Right? I thought that was clever. Yeah, no. So I just love the whole mystery of it. The whole I'm like, why don't I know what I'm supposed to be doing? And they're like, that's the point.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Then I'm totally on board.
Half the game is finding out what the game is.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And those of you who are able and willing, if you're going to go, hit the dispensary first. Bingo.
Yeah, I feel like I missed out on that part of it.
No.
Yeah, next time. Yeah. And Miles got this great jacket.
Yeah. They had a really good gift shop at the end, and I was very last minute in buying tickets, and like you got the general. I think everyone went for general, and it was like for $20 more you got the VIP, and it included a little pin you get, and it turned out in the gift shop. I'm acting like I got a good deal. They got more money out of me. But good on them. But basically it meant that you got, I think it was 15% off anything in the store. And normally when I'm clothes shopping, I'm really bad with it because I'm always like, I don't know if this actually looks good on me and stuff. But I was surrounded by friends and that, and they were like, oh, that jacket looks all right. And
it's a dope jacket.
There we go. So it worked out good. But no, look, the overall exhibition was amazing. Like, you always hear that, you know, there's this main area, this main hub, and then when you explore, you find these new places. And there's just some moments where you're like, there's this small opening, let's go through it. I mean, this isn't going to be too spoilery. There's a bit where we were just peeping, and there's a little hole in the ground, in the wall, and I'm with Brian, and I'm looking, Brian, there's like a piece of rope in there. He's like, what? A piece of rope? And he looks in there, and it's like, you look in, and there's like a wall, like a rock formation, like a cave you're climbing. I'm surprised they got that through health and safety over here. Like, that was like a proper climb, and you know, that's just one of many things in there. But my relationship with Meow Wolf is through Walkabout Mini Golf. Like, Walkabout Mini Golf was how I first learnt about this. And so amusingly, as I'm walking around, I'm like, yeah, everyone who's visiting here is obviously a Walkabout Mini Golf player, when obviously we know that's not what the case is.
Today, most people...
Oh yeah, true. Today, the majority of people there were Walkabout Mini Golf fans. Right. But yeah, it's just great, and the creativity, and they have all these like computer monitors that you can scan. I had this card that I could scan with it, and then you're basically accessing these desktops with files on them, videos, and it's the detail of lore and the layers of it is just absolutely incredible. And it's one thing to be amazed by what you see there in front of you, but it's another thing to think about, how do you even start a project like this? From coming up with the concepts, and I know devs in the room will be like, well, this is what we do, this is what being creative is. But that's just the amazing nature of creatives who build these worlds that we believe in, that allow us to have some escapism, and obviously VR is a great version of that. This was another one, because you're just wondering what is just around the corner. And yeah, it was really, really great. And actually, like Walkabout Mini Golf, where you'll play the courses, and then on hard mode you do the fox hunt, where you then go back and you're looking at clues that tell you where to go. This is the kind of thing that I was pretty casual playing it, but I could definitely go another time, and next time I'll take it very, very seriously, and you know, try and complete all the trails and that on it. So yeah, really, really impressed.
Did you get to check out the room that had the color changing lights? Like, it's red, and then it's. Did you happen to just stare at the paintings as the color changed? Because the paintings, they morph right in front of your eyes.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I love it.
What was? I don't. Again, it's not really spoiled. There was one with lasers, Brian. That was kind of cool, right?
There was one with lasers that was colorful. Is that what you said?
That was really cool with the music, like.
Oh yeah.
And wait, we've got to talk about the hourglass, because you and I were filming an hourglass. I'll let you tell this story.
I mean, listen, some of the rooms you walk into and you don't even understand what the exhibit is. Like, what's the cool thing in this room? And so we were looking around, and there was this hourglass, and we were like, oh, I wonder what happens when all the sand falls from the top of the hourglass to the bottom of the hourglass. And the longer we stared at it, like, you would have thought we took edibles today, because we both simultaneously said, wait a minute, the sand's not actually, like, it's falling, but the same amount of sand is on top, and the same amount of sand is on bottom. Somehow the sand is falling, but no quantity of sand is changing place on top or bottom, and then before you know, we're like, oh no, actually we're just wrong. We no, it's a normal hourglass.
I thought it was an infinite hourglass. I was like, this is so cool. I was giving them, if I could have walked away then and not seen it actually finish, I would have given them way more credit than they deserved. But then it got worse.
It got worse because we're like, I wonder what happens when the hourglass finishes. And so we stood there for minutes watching an hourglass, a normal hourglass, empty its sand from the top to the bottom, and when it was all over, nothing happened.
And then I turned it around, and then it started again.
It's in a bubble, so you can just spin the bubble and start it over. We're like, wait a minute, are we the exhibit? Is there somebody filming us going, how long is it going to take these fucking idiots to figure this out? Well, I think we were the exhibit.
Yeah.
It was like the Dharma Initiative from Lost. Like, we were the test subjects. It was just like, we're going to give them an hourglass and see if they can work out it's an hourglass. And it turns out and I was filming it. It finished, and we were here, and I've got it on my phone.
I'm so glad we have footage of this
Yeah.
so I can put it over.
40 seconds going, any minute now, I bet it's going to automatically rotate. And then I just went, oh no, it's just it. We reset ourselves.
So what Miles is saying is Meow Wolf does require a certain level of intelligence.
Yeah.
Not a high level, just higher than where we were at. But it was a good time. It was such a good time, and like I said, I would love to do it again and really dive deep next time.
Did you guys see the wormhole visualization machine?
The wormhole visualization machine.
Yeah, it's like turn it on. And there was like these little buttons. You hit them, and then like as you're going through, you can hit more buttons, and it changes.
Yeah. I know. It's like the top of the tower, right?
Like spiral thing. You could switch it around.
Man, I hit so many buttons today, and I don't think I hit those.
There's a lot of stuff.
One quick criticism, though, is for people from the UK, at least. So you go in there, and then you get an app that you scan to use on your phone, and that's the whole exhibition, is use this app to collect stuff. Oh, right. Sorry, this was on the iOS store. Sorry, this is not supported in your region. And so I spoke to someone and said, and they went, oh, we've never been asked this before. I was like, what? Like a tourist location in Las Vegas? Like, do you not think tourists would come? So I hope they get that fixed. I was going around with Brian and playing on his phone and that, but that was something that was a bit of a shame. So another reason for me to go back.
The thing I liked about it was just the kind of artistic part of it. Like I did a little bit of the lore stuff with Geison, where we are, fist bump to you. But there was like some rooms that I could just like sit in and just stare at, and I felt like I could sit there all day, and it was just really relaxing, and it was really enjoyable. So there was some cool rooms like that. That was probably my favorite part. Is there was like rooms where I was like, I just want to like just sit here and just sleep. Like it's so relaxing in here.
My favorite part was finding out that I don't in fact have epilepsy.
Oh yeah, that's
right.
good.
Because there is a room that I would consider the epilepsy test room.
That's a really bold way to test that.
Yeah. Here's a flash of light. Now here's another flash of light. And they're progressively getting faster and faster and faster and faster. Miles looked at me and says, "Do you have epilepsy?" I said, "At first, hope not." Right.
Yeah. And I don't remember anything with an app when I was in there. Now they had like these little kiosks on the wall. You scanned your card and did the boop thing in front of the thing.
Yeah.
And then it would start like training materials as if you're an employee there, and you have to go through and do a certain number of those located all throughout the facility. I don't remember doing anything with the app, so I don't know if I just missed it or if that's something new they've added in.
No, they're two separate things. So that was the one thing I had with the card that you've given, but the app is just for everyone. It's just a tool thing. And voilà.
Supposed to go this way?
Toward Miles.
Toward Miles.
Okay. Yeah.
Ouch.
I should have done this for John.
Yeah, because the app, it's like every room has like Bluetooth setups. So this is why everyone, you'd go into a new area and your phone would like vibrate, and then it would like say, "Oh, you've discovered this new room." So it was a very, very cool scavenger hunt in many ways.
We've got another guest. Oh. We have another guest. Would you like to introduce him? Was that a no?
Yeah. No. My friend Eric Mash, COO at Impact Reality and Flat VR Studios, is going to join us and talk about what we're going to be doing to support PSVR 2.
Making Wes stand up.
Oh, Wes. You have to move.
I feel like that should be a criminal activity.
Took here?
Yeah, take a seat, man.
Okay. Awesome, thanks.
How you doing?
Looks better from up here than it does back there.
Well, we get a better view.
That's what I'm saying. They all look amazing people.
Right? You had to look at us. We get to look at them.
I know, and I see these guys all the time. So
yeah.
That's cool.
No, favorite part of the entire meetup so far was being down at Player One. And I was standing right in front of you and Brondo talking to each other. You're like, I've been hanging out with this guy all day, and then you look right at me and you're like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Who the fuck are you?" It's so funny because I met you last year at PAX.
Yep.
I watch you on your channel, and somehow just fucking nothing.
It was a late day.
Nothing.
I was like, Ryan, it's me.
Right? Oh man. So Flat to VR, kind of killing it lately. You guys have how long ago was it that you released your first title?
Oh God, Trombone Champ. Yeah. Trombone Champ Unflattened.
November
November
2024.
November 26th of 2024.
18 months.
Okay.
Yep.
In 18 months, you've released more PSVR 2 games than any other studio has since the launch of PSVR 2.
Wow. Is that true?
I've just made it up. But I mean,
I hope it's true.
These people aren't going to fucking fact check me.
Don't check
right?
that.
I feel like that's true.
Yeah.
But
No,
I mean,
that sounds amazing. I want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right. And you're not done supporting PSVR 2.
No, we got a lot of cool stuff. And I think one of the biggest things for us is I like playing VR. Like I have a PlayStation VR 2 headset. I love it. It's one of my I play it all the time. It's there's stuff on there that I can't get anywhere else. So for me, like it's an easy thing. Like our company is made up of a bunch of gamers. Like so for us, it's like okay, it makes sense to get everything there if we can get it there, right? So it's an easy thing for us. So I'd love to bring Flat out there if it can make it happen. We'll see.
I got to ask because even though I know you guys, or I guess I feel like I just met you, but I know you guys, and every so often, or kind of frequently, I get the urge to say, "Oh man, why isn't this game in VR?" And I almost immediately like send Western Miles a message and go, "You guys should consider bringing this game into VR," which is like every single person who plays VR games also does that to you, comments on your videos and comments in your Discord, and like, how do you deal with the flood of requests of just every game ever made that people wanting in VR?
It's funny because we do get it everywhere on like videos, and we get it on messages, but we have an internal channel. We have an internal channel in our company that's IP channel, and people anybody in the company can go in there and put, I just saw this game. This would make a great VR game, and like, go get it. They want me to go get it. I'm like, okay, but I love it. Like for me, I'm like, okay, let me try that game, and I'll go get wherever it is, Steam or PlayStation. I'll go and try it, and I'm like, okay, it's kind of cool. Maybe we'll try it out. So there's a lot of my job is just messaging people, being like, hey, your game is really cool. Let's bring it to VR, and it's just a lot of like determination of like getting them to trust you and talk to them, and like sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't see the vision, but a lot of times they do.
Is it different right now, 2+ years into it, than it was at the beginning? Like now that you could say, hey, look, we have RoboQuest, look, we have Wrath, look, we have this. Are people more receptive now?
Yeah, of course. It's gotten so much easier for us now. Like I have stuff that we haven't announced yet that it's gonna blow the roof off of things when I announce it that we've been working on for a long time already. There's that we're just not able to announce everything at one time, and like, but we had to walk before we run. Like as a new company, there's no way that you're gonna get these bigger studios. Like they're not going to just give you like their franchise and be like, oh, okay, you're unproven, go ahead and take that. So, I know that maybe Trombone Champ wasn't the game that everybody wanted us to see us do, but it was the one that we thought was cool, and we already had a great mod for, and it was fun, and it was a husband and wife team. We had a good relationship with them, and they gave us the IP. And then you start from there, and then you go get Robo. Then you fly to freaking Sweden and knock on their door and say, give me RoboQuest. And then you get that, and then you get, some other, get Flat Out, you get, and then, a number of the other ones that we're working on now. Like, it definitely opens doors up. We had GDC this year. We had GDCs where Jasmine and I literally ran the streets of San Francisco begging for 5 minutes to talk to people, and literally running. People are like, I'll give you 5 minutes, but I'm here right now. You got to be here right now. Literally running. And now we had meetings with, meetings at our hotel suite with some of the biggest studios in the world, and they're coming to us. So it definitely helps. But we got to keep making good games, and if we have a bad game come out, that could really hurt us. So it's important that Wrath comes out and does really good, and you all supported it amazingly, and like, we were blown away by the PlayStation numbers, and we haven't seen that before in any of the PlayStation games of the reviews and the comments and the scoring of it. Everybody loved it except for Upload.
No comment. No comment.
Well, for what it's worth, Upload really loved it too. But they have a diverse squad of reviewers there, and one of the guy that they brought in was he liked it. He didn't love it, but I talked to other people there that did love it. So, it's that was the straw I guess we drew with them this time.
Yeah, short straw. I know. But yeah, I mean, that's what it is. We got to keep putting out good games, and that's what I tell the team. I'm like, we have one job. We have a couple jobs, but they have to market it. We have to market them well. We have to make great games. They have to be really good. Quality has to be good. It has to be bug free. Has to be good experiences. The team has to market them. If we don't market them, even great games don't sell. And then that's all we can do, right? Like that's what we can do. So anything else beyond that, it's up to the people. Yeah. So to support it at that point, and that's all we can control. And that's what we focus on, just making great games.
This is going to sound like I'm trying to do hard-hitting journalism right now, and I swear to you, I'm not. I want to do hard-hitting, like snuggling and like
I love
like
that.
Dreaming, you know, like that's what I. But the message I got was Eric is up for coming on and talking to you, Brian, about the way we intend to support PSVR 2 this year. So it's gonna sound like hard-hitting journalism, but I'm just gonna rephrase that. How do you intend to support PSVR 2 this year, Eric?
That's a really good question. I got answers. I got answers.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, no, look, the community is we're part of the community, right? Like I'm a fan. So PlayStation VR 2. So we did PSVR 2 day last year. It was great.
It went over really well.
Yeah, it was awesome, and and everybody just supported and showed up for it, and we said, well, let's do that again, but in a bigger way. So we are going to kick off a campaign soon. We'll have more details, but we'll kick off a campaign soon. We're going to take some of the greatest games that are already out on other platforms that you have all been wanting to come to PlayStation, and we're going to go get them, and we're going to do the work, and we're going to promote them, we're going to market them, and we're going to release them.
Hell yeah.
So more to come. Yeah. More to come in details, but we got a lot of work to do, to make this thing happen and be right. But we have a couple titles signed already, and we'll start.
It's so exciting, the concept that we've come up here, because it fits so well with the Gamecat ops. And if we roll this out right, and everyone supports as they always do, our initiative and Gamecat ops could be like this, and it could mean a lot of great things for the platform. So kind of back to what I said at the top of the episode, you guys are doing. It's not just us. You guys are doing it too. We're all in it together, and it's super awesome.
Hell yeah.
Pinball effects.
Yeah, for real. Pinball effects would be a great one.
You know what? That is a good one.
Geometry Wars.
Well, is that out on another VR platform? Right? I don't know. Now, just so you know, I'm talking about the VR platforms. So I'm talking about games that are already made in VR for Quest or Steam that you would love, that just aren't there yet. And some of those teams just don't have capacity anymore to work on their games, but we can.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yep. Congratulations, Ben, on all the success so far. We can't wait to see what happens for the rest of the year, and I'm looking forward to working with you guys in the coming months.
It's going to be fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody.
This must be the developer part of the show. I saw that.
We got more coming?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. BJ, you want to join us up here?
This is such a great game cast.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
And just so everyone knows, the camera did die, but Chi-Town D's got the.
Where should I?
Back up.
This side.
Is it just power on that that's gone?
Yeah, power. It's probably charging. It's probably charging right
So
now.
I want to turn it off and on again, see if that starts out. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Backup batteries. You've got the same camera.
No, not with me.
I got camera B right here.
Oh, right on. Well, I feel like I should sit back a little bit so you can actually see the rest of the crew. Does everyone know who this is?
Yes.
Only one person said yes.
USB mode connecting or something like that.
Of honorary legendary tales fame, this is BJ King from the Urban Wolf Studio.
Hello, everyone. I'm there too.
Yeah, we're okay. How's it going?
All good. I was tired from yesterday. We had fun here. Everyone know, right? And I fell asleep. So I'm a bit late. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Listen, we've been hyping up the release of Dawn of History, Legendary Tales, massive DLC, improves the size of the game by 75%. Tons of new enemies and bosses and locations and weapons and all sorts of great stuff.
Yeah.
How are things going on PSVR 2? How are things going at Studio? Give us a rundown.
Yeah. So I think most of us here know, like you're married like 2 months ago, and then thank you. And then like after my honeymoon, a week later we released our DLC, first DLC. I say first because yep. So we after releasing, we got massive well received from PSVR community and then Steam. We released both together, and then we got really good receive from both community, and I guess I think it's doing good. And thanks again to this community that receiving our game is really well. I think DLC couldn't be in this world without VR2 community. I really 100% sure the DLC is for you guys, how you supported us. Thank you very much.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Well, I guess we're gonna have to continue on over here.
Okay.
So how well did we get that? Do we need?
Well, don't worry. No, we're good. I'll just slice it all together.
All right, cool.
Yeah. You have to send me that.
Okay.
All right.
I'll send you my phone.
Yeah.
The one time I don't bring my camera is the time everyone's thing.
You gotta do it. Yeah, man. It's been sorry. The camera stuff definitely threw me for a loop.
Okay.
Where were we at?
How's DLC going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The response to the DLC has been positive. Everybody's playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a combination of my luggage.
There you go.
We're back.
Let's try that again.
I mean, we've been filming on everything.
And repeat everything you just said.
Yeah. Everyone act like it was on all the time.
The camera's on. It's just in the wrong mode.
Plug it in there.
This is just like when we're doing Gamescast normally, that the chat is the production team.
The audio's missing. We can't hear you. It's too loud. You're frozen. Refresh.
Sirens on my end.
Sirens on my end.
Back in business. Thank you for saving my arm, whoever that was. I didn't even see it.
All right. Somebody introduce a new line of questioning because.
So BJ,
there we go.
Good to see you, CEO of Urban Wolf Games of Legendary Tales. Good to see you, man. It was fun, guys. By the way, shout out to the Player One bar and a video game bar that was here. A lot of us were kicking it out there last night. That place is awesome.
Yeah, that was really awesome. And then I do believe we were the last people stand.
There was a couple of us.
We did very well.
So BJ was a little late today. It might have been my fault a little bit. I may have been buying him drinks and hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my first time hot dog. A real American hot dog. Everyone say. And when I say I never had American hot dog before, everyone no, you have to do it. I'm like, okay, but I don't have cash. I might. And I had a truck of hot dog yesterday, and it was so yummy. Yeah, I love America now.
They were pretty good.
I mean, I loved it before, but more now.
Yeah. But But that was pretty fun. The Player One arcade place was they have $9 cover charge. All the arcade games were free. They had the original Rush of Blood Carnival, which I got to play. Me and I got to play that, and they had like a bunch of other stuff too. And man, that was so much fun. They also had some old ass. We actually set some records on the arcade machines out there. They had Asteroid. I got the number 3 leader on the leaderboard of Asteroid. I was number 3. I was very proud of that. I'm like, this game, I'm like, surely somebody's been here for like 3 days straight playing this and set a score, and it's like, no, I was able to beat it.
I mean, listen, which was nice. Dan Dunham of Skydance fame got number 1 on Joust.
That's pretty good.
So,
clap. I know
he's not here, right?
But still.
But it's giving me the impression that maybe they reset the scores on occasion.
No, don't you kill my dream.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't kill my dream.
But you and me and Chi-Town D and John Hibbins, we played a bunch of fucking pinball.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like 2 hours of pinball. It felt like, right, all on the Wizard of Oz table.
And like we found a wizard last night. You know, like I think she is the wizard. Like she act like, oh, I don't know nothing about pinball, and then she's kicking all of us ass. And I'm like, gosh, how do you do that? Like we are getting like a 8K points, and then she's getting like 40, 50, I don't know, no. I don't know the number, like going up, like, how do you do that? Oh, I know nothing. It was a good time. And she got second record.
Nice.
Yeah, she got. And it was my second time of my life of pinball. Like a month ago, John told me that we have to play pinball. Like I was like, what's pinball? And he was like,
goes great with hot dogs.
Yeah. And then I played second time yesterday, and like it was really fun. Like I would love to buy that machine. It was limited edition, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Only 1,000 units.
Yeah.
Yeah. John taught us all about it.
He's professional pinball.
Yeah. But it was great because it felt like we've done these meetups multiple times, and they always tend to be around. First time we did it, it was at Six Flags, and it was like, okay, that's adjacent to the kind of stuff we do. They're rides, right? And then we did it at PAX last year, or 2 years ago. We did it at PAX again last year. This year felt like this was like the natural habitat of the Gamecat. You know what I mean? It felt like we're fucking gamers, and I was like, well, maybe we should play some fucking games together. And that's what we were doing last night and the night before at Player One, and it just felt so natural. I was like, we found our spot. Whatever Gamecat meetups we do in the future, we need Player One style bars around, because that's been the most fun, I think. You can do Meow Wolf, you can do all these different things, but just hanging out and playing games because we're gamers, it felt right.
Yeah, like all night we were talking about the game, and again. Everything was about a game. We are all here, like from Australia, Korea, America, somewhere else. I don't know, each state. It's because we love game, and I mean, I love game as well. So I want you to come here. It's not because I really want you to meet you guys, but also I love game. So this community is all about game, and I'm glad you enjoying not just our game, Eric's game, John's game, everyone else's game. We love VR, we love game. Oh, it's my home now.
We're not letting you go back.
Please don't. I don't want to go back. But I do have wife now, so.
Yeah, I guess you have to go back.
Yeah.
Nice. Sorry, I keep hanging. No, you good? No, I'm good. Okay, good. Here, do fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So before the technical difficulties happened, we were just wondering, how's the general reception been? First of all, congrats on the release of Dawn of History. We've covered the game a little bit. Obviously, I'm a little fan of Legendary Tales. I've played it, here a little here and there.
I can tell you're not a tiny fan, like a small fan, like if you're big. I mean, you're a big fan, right?
A pretty big fan.
Yeah.
A lot of beer and hot dogs.
Yeah.
Especially after last night. But no, the DLC has been I've really liked it so far. How's the general reception been from the community?
Yeah, like as you know, our game is not casual game. It's a mid-core to hardcore game.
Yes.
This time when we were making DLC, we thought about like how people like is struggling the game, like because it's too hard sometimes for some people. So we wanted to reduce hardness, like difficulties. So we did for base game, and then on top of that we made like a bunch of helping stuff, features, things such as you can make a new character with 50 level immediately, so you can jump on to DLC right away, and like people were like shouting like, oh, it was such a good idea, but again. This is not like an original idea from me. Like I learned from other games that how they, managed this kind of things. So as we know, like we love game and I love games. So like we made it, and so each single things we made the feature or games like a boss fight or new weapon, new monsters, new skill trees.
The walking speed's been a big one.
Yeah, walking speed as well. Like when we released our base game, yeah, that's a really good point. Base game, like everyone enjoyed our game, but there was a big one. I don't want to say it's a flaw, but big one thing we can improve, and there was a speed. Movement speed, and we were thinking about how to manage it. Actually, like we had to redo many animations of enemy or movement things, so we can increase movement. Actually, it was like a 60% increase. Wow. So still, we could manage not balancing problem, like a breaking balancing problem. So all those things, all the single feedback from this community you gave us, and I really like noted down everything. And Ace Gamer, always thank you that you are giving us like, so sometimes looking around like a feedbacks, it's really hard because everywhere I get the message, but somehow he's managing it. So like picking up the feedback from people and like tagging it there. I'm like I show up there like. Okay, it's easy. So like writing now, and then I do it. And yeah, all these things, like features and things are made by feedback. So I really want to thank this community again. And I would love to say that we made this game together, not just us. We, the community, made the game together. Thank you again.
Yeah.
PJ, we had some off-the-record conversations
yeah.
over the last couple of days, and so I don't want to spring this on you, but I'm going to spring it on you. You could just feel free to say no.
Yeah.
Can you tell anybody? Can you tell people some of the stuff that didn't make it into the game? You talked about prototyping, literally not tens or dozens or 20s or 30s of ideas. You talk about prototyping like hundreds or thousands of ideas. Can you talk about some of these that you tested?
Oh gosh, in-house studio, there are a bunch of prototype things like we were making for fun. Like sometimes when you develop a game with same teammates, you just sometimes it's tired. So like we play things like many different things. For example. Okay, so I think this one I told you, like, we had, it's a IP problem. I have to say, Pokemon, I don't know, not T, but, something else. Pokemon thing.
Pal World.
Yeah, Parole, yeah, that's a better way. Yeah, Parole, like, we love Parole, right? So we did with, like, Legendary Tales enemy, we made a Pal World. That like you can capture the monster, and then like we bring it to the town, this idea is originally like when we released our game, base game, like people were, you know, in our game you can grab enemies head or like the body places. So player drag them into the town, and then like I don't know, they're farming them, like make it 20 of them. Like his name is I don't know Eric, Byungji, AJ. I'm like they're talking to them. I'm, okay, why not? We just actually try to make it. So so we like just you know make fun, and actually like we actually made a. It's a from player side. It's all same enemy, so we had to tweak some AI and the movement and the things. So we capture each other's and then put into the playground, and then like watching them like fighting each other. Like we were shouting like "Go AJ, go AJ!" And it's like it's I don't know. It's really fun to watch because it's a. We didn't put too much effort, but we made some. So A and B fighting each other, and then like A is attacking and B is avoiding. I'm like, whoa, the movement, I like it. You know, eventually it's same. We put same HP and same attack point on anything, but eventually there's always a winner. You know, so like it was really fun. That's one of thing. And as a month ago, the interview, we did a bunch of things,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
So like that's kind of you know things we are doing. Like it's not just these 2 or 3. We have more. Like I cannot recall everything. Ooh, like you know, like making. So in Legendary Tales, you can see you know like a blacksmithing and then taking part of wood things. That's actually like a kind of you know crafting system. That's actual crafting system, and then we try to make building house. You know, like actually like a thing. So we can like open world crafting survival thing. Like because of such. Legendary Tales has such big library and good features. We can test out many different ideas that we want to test out. Like you have no idea, like a Legendary Tales actually has a shooting code inside there. It's just really fun. Yeah, that's kind of things we are testing in the house.
Well, $5 tip from Cherryman just came through and said, "Is the DLC success enough to give us hybrid?" Wait, Cherryman, we need a clarification. Is this is we're saying hybrid meaning the Abbey, or hybrid meaning bring Legendary Tales to flat screen?
No, I mean the Abbey, the one that was featured that said may never come to.
He means the Abbey. Was the DLC success enough to give us the Abbey hybrid?
Not like it. Not just DLC, like a base game. If we, of course, all the time we have chance. If we succeed, we want to make it. Actually, during the GDC, I tried to reach out some people, you know, out there. So if we want to make an Abbey, so it's not like we made it for fun. Actually, like that's kind of prototype things that we actually wanted to do, and then maybe I can say, let me think. So like actually like I pitched to Sony, like Sony was interested also. Yeah.
Wait, they were interested in something that related to VR. That's the real headline.
So like, but as you guys, when I told Brian first time, like a hybrid, like when you saw trailer only, you know, first time you were confused, right?
I'm always confused.
Yeah, but even like Sony was confused. But after the interview, I guess you and everyone got the idea of real hybrid, not small part of. That like I tried to like Sony doesn't have didn't give us like a long time because they were like rushing the next event and things. So but when I pitched them, like they were confused too, like what's the real idea of hybrid? But after the explain, like they understood, and then like they were interested. So yeah, like I think the flat VR, Eric is doing really good. Like bring flat gaming into VR. It's a really great idea, and we need a lot of library in the VR market. But also, I mean, like if we, like a VR developer, can make VR game and the flat game together. Of course, we like it's one. It looks like one game, but we have to work not twice, but like 160% more than just making VR game. But I mean, like then we can aim for bigger market, the flat gaming market and VR market at the same time. That's entire my concept and idea to help VR market. We make it this hybrid, then flat gaming player will just play flat game thing, so same price. But then they gonna have like a question, what it feels like in VR, and that's like an invitation of come to VR. It's really fun. What if you're there? So like then the VR market expanded more. So it's all about how to help VR market, and yeah, always there chance that if we have enough resources, then I really want to do too, not just for us, for you guys too.
So with that being said, yeah. So with that being said, Dawn of History is out now on PlayStation Store for $19.99, and you can buy it.
Yeah.
and you can.
It's the best way to support this guy. Right
And it is the best way to support. It's also really good though, but yeah. but if you want to see stuff happen, just go out and support that way too.
Yeah. So like when we released, Brian had a live streaming, and then there's deluxe package, and then like it doesn't make sense, like original base game thing. I know, like I watched, and then like I know, but I couldn't manage the base game sales. Mm-hmm. It's because Sony has thumbs how to run sales, so I cannot run all the time. So if it's too close to from last time, I cannot run sales. So because of that, DLC sales, base game no sales, and then like deluxe became more expensive or something like that. But now out there, there is a base game DLC. But if there is someone who didn't buy base game yet, but hesitating, please look up the deluxe package. Then you get a small amount of discount. And then on top of that, if you want to support us, there is we released also a soundtrack of Legendary Tales. So all the soundtrack, like AJ and Ask, all the soundtracks, single music of Legendary Tales, I rent all like a studio a year, and my friend is a composer, and we got into the studio a year, and we made it together. So I'm the producer of all music. Every single music went by my hand. So like if you enjoyed our game, and if you wanna listen our music, which is the DLC music is one step, like 100 steps ahead from base game, but still base game OST. But if you want to listen our game music, and you can buy soundtrack as well. And I think it's a deluxe package, and then there is another package that more expensive, but like $10 more. And then you can get all musics there, and you can run the music like we made program, the application to run the music. So you can just, when you don't want to play game, but you want to have epic music, everything is epic in our game music. Yep.
We're proud to announce that BJ brought 8 vinyl. No.
Yeah.
You got to get that shit on vinyl.
Oh yeah, like
And then then we'll start buying.
I told you yesterday. Yesterday, I think I told you like I wanna do physical package. Yeah, physical package like a I don't know limited edition.
Hell yeah.
So we are working on but trying to make a figures and things. I'm trying it.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, and end of this year, if it's possible, we wanna make second DLC. I don't know. We are targeting it. Like I announced it like 3 days ago. We want to make a second DLC, but it won't be like same way or Dawn of History like expansion pack. It's another way to like. I really wanted to help the people enjoy our game. Like there are people who don't have enough time to play through. So like we wanted to make a game mode that everything's compact in short amount of time, so you still can enjoy legendary tales. When you have enough time, you play base game and DLC. And then when you don't have enough time, but you only have like I don't know 30 minutes, an hour, then you play second DLC. Like it's a kind of targeting kind of idea of a roguelite. So like you can jump in and then you finish it and then you're done. But all the features we want to integrate it in like a skill tree, like not skill tree, but skills, items, and all the things you can play legend details, make it compact so you can enjoy our game more. Yeah, like I don't know where it came from, but yeah.
It's going to be kind of structured like the original beta was with the tower and
that's also like another why we were making a second DLC. So legendary tales out there like from the 5-6 years from the all access, and I know many people enjoyed tower style like all access. You remember tower style like it's just dungeon crawling thing. So many people love our like open world style of big map thing, but also there are people who want just dungeon crawl. So like that's the idea of one of thing we wanted to do, make it compact, dungeon crawling, dungeon, but you feel every single time you feel different, so you can have another replayability, not just making new character you build, but also you have every time you have choice. Like you can think of like a kind of we are one part of referencing. We are doing Hades, and I play like a bunch of roguelite. I love it. So like those kind of combination we want to make right now, and then like on top of that, more dungeon, feels good.
Yeah, sounds awesome, and I'm so happy that you're continuing to stick with it. It's been a long time since played that original beta up the tower with the hour and 15-minute tutorial to get through.
Yep.
To what it is now, and the fact that you're still, considering doing more DLC in the 2026, 2027 is incredible, and we appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
So one final question. How do you intend to support PSVR 2 this year? No, just kidding. Guys, give a round of applause for BJ.
Thank you very much.
Oh, did we talk? Did we figure out? Did we figure out how we doing 20 questions? How we doing a 4-minute challenge? It is. Is this how we do? Is this how we do it during the meetups? We quiz you. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Bro, okay. Listen, we've been going for like 3 hours. I know there's obviously more we could talk about, and I think on a Monday, West Day, or
Two Wise Friday. Like, we tend to go for about 2 hours, but I think we're closing in on at least 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We can do a follow-up live sometime, you know.
Yeah.
Talk about Doppelganger AJ and Interstellar Arc and all of the other kind of cool moments that we've had thus far, and the ones that are yet to come. So.
Yeah, this is we could talk for hours, but I'm tired. I think they're tired, and so for the sake of future me and all the editing I'm gonna have to do between all the 7 different cameras it took to put this together. Oh man, they're just dying one after another, and no one came to Chi-Town D's rescue to like just hold. Yeah, but you're like, my arm's tired. No one. The answer wasn't. I'll hold that for you. The answer was let's find a tripod. I love it.
For the last 15 minutes.
I love it. Okay, so is this what we do? Somebody remember we quiz Looper?
I mean, yeah, I take help from everyone else.
Okay, that's
so
fair.
so we pick
we pick the game.
We pick the game, or you
Some
pick?
of us, so some of you, I mean.
Yeah, so we all kind of decide
that
amongst
was
us what
AJ,
game we
so
want.
maybe someone else from the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not my turn this time. Pick.
No,
I picked last year.
Great.
It was 2 years ago. Last year, I was picking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would like to announce, though, that we've just decided that we're going to do an original soundtrack for this episode.
And release it on vinyl. Oh man, it's gonna be a 7-disc collection. All right, I'm gonna have to bring up the PlayStation Store, aren't I? So I have all the. And if anybody has any suggestions on what the game should be, feel free to come up here and write it down so you can't hear us.
I was gonna say, shout it out.
We have no shot. Everybody understands that, right? That we have no shot here.
Yeah, we have no shot.
I go super hardcore mode on.
I don't have an internet connection here. Anybody want to use their phone and pick a game?
Oh yeah, I'll try.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a game.
Okay. Do you have a game?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, then you know what? Then you know what? Yeah, you take the microphone. Here, ready? Catch.
Oh, my back got it.
Oh, so this time it's with the timer. Okay.
We change the rules every time.
That's right.
Have you watched the Monday episode?
Oh.
There are no rules on Monday.
Yeah.
Other than AJ's not allowed to answer any questions with a yes or no. Man, that last one, that was rough. He's been giving you shit for a week about it. So good.
How much time am I?
4 minutes.
4 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Right? I don't know the game, you don't know the game, you don't know the game.
That's fine.
This is literally Miles versus Looper.
Okay.
And again, I take help.
This could end very quickly or go on for the full 4 minutes. Who knows?
Okay, you know what? Let me step in.
So this is Miles versus Looper?
It is, indeed.
Pretty
Right.
much.
Sick new world, buddy.
All right. On your mark.
Well, should you tell us show us what the
No,
game is?
No.
We don't need to know the answer.
Okay.
4 of us answering is just going to make it harder. Right? All right.
More poker faces.
Get Des. Go.
Did you live stream it?
Yeah. Does that narrow it down?
Yeah, a lot. PSVR 2.
Yeah, PSVR 2.
Great. Also PSVR 1.
No, not.
Other platforms VR.
No.
Flat.
No.
Okay. Do you have any combat?
Yes.
Is it melee?
No.
Shooting.
Yes.
Shooting guns.
Yep.
Different kinds of guns.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you shoot people?
Yep.
Is it like modern?
Yeah.
More or less. Okay. So is it military?
I wouldn't say so. No.
Does it have stealth?
No.
Oh, okay. So is it horror?
No.
Was it mentioned today?
No. Sorry.
Is it sci-fi?
No.
So it's is it competitive? Also, sorry, no. Does it have multiplayer?
No.
So it's single player only. Is it story driven?
No.
Okay. It's is it a roguelike?
No.
We know that you shoot people, but it's not military, and it's not sci-fi. What other context can it be? PSVR 2 only. Is it good?
No.
It's not good. Is it probably AI generated?
Yeah.
Is it still on the store?
Yeah.
So, okay. Does it have parkour?
It does.
Does it have parkour in the title?
Yes.
Does it have labs in the title?
Does it have what?
Labs. Does it have simulator in the title?
Yeah, it has simulator.
Is it parkour simulator?
It is parkour simulator. There we go. Very good.
2 minutes, 2 seconds.
Yeah. We
Nice.
went backwards and forwards very quickly on that. Very good. And well done, Lupa. And just for a bit more context about it, Parkour Simulator was a shadow drop a couple of weeks ago, just before I came to the States. And I got a lot of deja vu because it turns out Run or Die VR, which came out a couple of years ago, I live streamed. I couldn't get past the third level because there was like a hard lock with one of the weapons, and I reported it to Sony. And they said, have you got any evidence of these issues? And I said, yeah, here's my live stream with the timestamps. And then they refunded me for that game and also Chris Bane, Hero, Roguelite, Shooter. What's the long title? It's a very long title. Yeah. And Run and Die got taken off the store as well. So 2 shovelwares went away. This is basically that shovelware title with some minor improvements. It's playable. And I've got it was the last platinum trophy I got. I am not ashamed.
Whoever it was who suggested the good game question.
Yes. Yes.
Good job. And if you've never hung out with Looper at one of these things, all you do when you walk around the conventions or down the streets or you're on the monorail, it's just, is it a roguelite? No. Is it a top 25 game? No. Did it come out in the first year of PSVR 1? Yes. It's like this has been 95% of our conversation over the last 3 days, and I can't get enough of it. And just as we wrap up the show today, and as we wrap up, we're coming to the end of the Gamecat Meetup, right? I mean, some people are going to be here tomorrow, some people are already gone. This has been incredible, and I feel like I kind of say the same thing every year, so why break tradition? Force me to write something new. I was packing my bags. I was scheduling Ubers. I was buying flights, and the whole time I was like, "What the fuck am I doing? This sounds like the worst thing ever." You guys know I'm like half agoraphobic. I don't even leave my apartment, and then this happens, and I'm like, "I'm getting on a plane. I'm gonna go to airports and like figure that shit out. And I gotta travel. Oh, it's the worst thing ever. And it's so stressful, and it's not fun, and all of that fades away very soon after I get here. I met Nick at the airport, and one by one I started seeing everybody. And I always get emotional when I say this because it's like I forget what it's like to be a real human being for like 99% of the year. Then I come here. I see my friends who are the closest friends I have, who I only see once a year. And that's crazy. Okay. But it's the human interaction, right? That's what makes us human. And I thank you all for reminding me of that every year. I love you all. Thank you, Brian.
I'm going to do the awkward reach up. Good on you, man.
Hey, G, you want to say something? I can't.
I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that. But.
Just don't cry.
I don't know.
Yeah, just don't cry.
No, but God damn. Okay. So.
Oh hey.
Let me tell you about when I got here again. No, but really, it's been awesome getting to see you guys once again. This has been one of the biggest turnouts we've had. We did our first meetup in 2019, and after COVID, we had to shut it down for several years, and for the last 3 years, it's been amazing, and we don't take this moment for granted at all. All the things, there's a lot that has to align for us to all be here and do this and celebrate this thing that we love together, and this that we have a common interest in. We couldn't do it without each and every one of your support. Trust me, Brian and I talk a lot. There have been many times that have been really challenging, and each and every time it's always you guys that are the reason that we you give us hope, you give us inspiration, you give us just the motivation, all the things, and it's been such a blessing just constantly to get to do this, and it's been amazing. I did not find myself in this position or see myself being in this position forever ago, so it still blows my mind to this day. So every message, every name, every face, everybody that I get to interact with is just incredibly special, and I wouldn't trade it for a single thing, and I just want to keep this ride going as long as we can. And it's like Brian says, it's not financially successful what we do. It's definitely not. It's pretty much the opposite. But that's not why we do it. I don't do this. We don't do this for money, or we don't do it for fame. That's all the things basically. It's like we do this because we're just really passionate about it, and you guys are as well, and it's really special what we have, and to see that despite everything outside, it seems like it's constant chaos and everything, always having our safe place here together to hang out and have fun and express ourselves freely, and and to see the impact that it actually has on each other, or the friendships that we build, or the developers that we support, that get to support them doing their dreams and everything, and having an impact on the industry, getting crazy showcases, all this stuff. It's really something special, like I said, that I don't take for granted for a single day. So just really thank you, each and every one of you that came out here, and to everybody that is watching from my iPhone. Yeah, this is camera B, camera I. No, it's amazing, and I want to make sure I give each one of you a big hug before you go, and hopefully can get to hang out, take some selfies, and get to share this all, and preserve this on the ether forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you.
And Brian, I want to add just a little of that. I don't want to go a big long-winded thing here, but it's amazing to me.
Never.
It's amazing to me that this all came together as words on the screen, names, and like Brian said, it isn't just that's a method of communication, but each year when we get here and we do this, we're reminded that it's much more than that. These are people, these are friends, and in many cases very, very good friends. I said it at the top of the show, I'll say it again, the best community anywhere on YouTube. I'm not just talking about VR or video games. You guys are the absolute best, and you're responsible for this. You did this, and it's amazing. So I thank you.
Listen, I applied for IGN and they never responded to me, and that's why this happened. So, right? So thank you, IGN.
No.
Yeah, I mean, Brian, I'm going to be following on and giving a lot of credit to you again on this. just as a personal story, which is for those that do know, I've done a lot of stuff on YouTube for basically in May it's going to be 20 years since I've done it, and what I'm doing now is like the most fun, and I'm just having the best possible time because there's a lot of toxicity within online communities, and I've been at the brunt of the fair share of it, it's just really tough to deal with, and I just love the passion. And the fact that people turn that passion into proactivity. And look, I don't know how many years ago now it was, but I reached out to Brian when I'd seen a review for Pixel Ripped when I just got my PSVR. I loved his review of it, and what I liked about his review was not just the cool intro music for it, which I still love, but it was the fact that, you know, whether you agree with his review or not, you got a sense of the context of where he's coming from, and that was really good at informing your decisions for all the games I bought from then on. I reached out to Brian because I'm a very sad person in that I, for a job, do marketing, and then in my free time, I like to help people with marketing, just because I love to see people who are doing great stuff, and I think if I can just teach them a little bit of what I've learned and help them, that'd be great. And Brian reached out, and he just said, hey, do you want to come on and do a guest slot on the show at some point? And you know, progress is something you realise when you look over your shoulder. You know, I work at Flats VR Studios, Impact Reality. I owe it all to Brian, AJ, Wes, and that's why I'm working the best job I've ever done, and I'm actually getting to use my skill set from 20 years in an industry that we're all so passionate about. And so this is very personal for me, as it is for all of us here. And I know that there are lots of people that will message me, they message us, and I don't always get to respond to people. The internet is a very noisy place. I wish I could always read every message and respond to every message. And kind of, you know, going full circle with the start of this episode, I talked about how, you know, don't take things personally. They're never that. If I never get back to people, assume good intent. It's not because I was ignoring you. It's
I do it every day.
Yeah. It's just that, you know, we have mind share. We need to take time off and switch off and do stuff, and it's very difficult. But being here at this event and being able to shake hands, give hugs, have conversations, and just hang out is really at its best. So just from the bottom of my heart, just a massive thank you to this community. It's the best fucking community, and also the best days for PSVR 2 and VR overall are still yet to come, and that's because we are the community to make these better things happen. So thank you.
All right, well,
so Brian, what are you gonna do to support PSVR 2 this year?
Well, the second I get home, I'm gonna play the fuck out of Secret of the Mimic.
Nice.
Right? Right? I'm so excited for that. That's like, I just feel like that's like game of the year almost for me. Right? Little Nightmares was fine, but Secret of the Mimic, I'm just like playing on the flat screen even. I was like, this is a fucking really good game. I'm really gonna like this. So yeah,
Microsoft Flight Sim. So we get to go home. At least we get to go home to Microsoft Flight Sim.
Yeah.
Secret of the Mimic.
Yeah. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more.
So many releases I can't even keep up with anymore.
Right. And so yeah, thank you guys, everybody, for letting us live our dreams and letting us continue to do this year after year after year. It means so much to us. So thank you, everybody, whether you support us on patreon.com/withoutparolegames or over on YouTube by being a member or tipping during the show. Or maybe you sit back and watch the show and don't say goddamn word. We know you're out there, and we love you just as much.
Get a photo together. I'd love to get a photo of us with all the game cats.
Gotta save the candy.
Gotta save the
There's that way too. No, that's right there.
Yes, is it that?
Using marked stairways and exits. Do not use elevators.
Everyone's out.
On my last night in Vegas, we somehow ended up at a karaoke bar called Smelly Cat. Okay, not somehow. BJ King, the lead developer at Urban Wolf Games, convinced us to go, but we all get there a little bit later than planned, and he had to catch his plane before his name was called. But heck, we were there, and people were drinking, which meant Gamecat after Gamecat after Gamecat got up there and showed off their skills. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was pretty impressed with everybody's performance. And honestly, it was a nice way to say goodbye to everybody before we called it quits on the meetup.
Go on, just walk away. Go on, your choice is made. Flesh and bones and beams of light. Body breaks the soul takes down Louisiana, close to New Orleans. Way back up when there was a monkey evergreen.
Like I said a few hours back, I have so many photos from so many of you that made it to the meetup, and after about 3 days of editing all this together, I kind of gave up on putting them into any kind of logical order. So here's a bunch of awesome photos taken by and featuring a bunch of awesome people, all of whom I consider friends. Which makes this the perfect time to say thank you to everyone who came from all over the country, and many of you from all over the world. And an extra special thank you to everyone who made this happen. Me, Miles, AJ, Wes. We couldn't have made it to Vegas if it wasn't for the support of everyone who helps this channel exist, whether that be on Patreon or YouTube. But in this particular instance, I specifically want to call out the more than 160 of you who contributed to the GoFundMe. You didn't have to do it, you didn't have to do anything, but you did, out of the goodness of your heart, because you knew it was important, not just for the channel, but for our mental health, our hearts, our souls. This video is dedicated to you.